I think so.
Indeed.
Hey, Michael.
So what we need to do is rest for a couple days so I could get rid of this damn con drain and stuff.
Drain doesn't go away with days.
I must have been drinking again, because I don't fucking remember, what any of y'all are talking about. Was I not here last week?
No, you were here.
Yeah, I got beat up pretty good.
Remember, they were fighting a tree.
Yeah. The tree that did absolutely nothing to me? Yeah.
You and Erevan were just like, I don't want to fight a tree.
Alright. You know, I remember the words of the famous warrior poet. I didn't start none, so I didn't get none.
See, the last tree we fought had very delicious fruit.
Yeah, when wasn't trying to kill us.
Now, you will remember that Casilda told you the 3 locations of the star stele you need to deactivate. And also she wrote down the ritual that you need to perform to do that. She said the closest one was in the area of Avenvor, the Avenvor Nexus, and that the Avenvor, and when you got there, the Avenvor Nexus is part of the, what was it, the Decadence?
Decadence, yeah.
Yeah, flipping around here.
Yes.
It's a Decadence Nexus, which means -4 penalty on saves against spells and effects of the Charm sub-school, as well as potentially harmful effects with the emotion descriptor that do not rely on aggression or fear. You know, like the spell Unadulterated Lust.
Ooh,
You get
I
a
like
-4 on that one.
I love
Yeah.
that one.
Unconscious
Are you cursed with that one?
Unconscious creatures are more difficult to wake up. It takes a full round action to wake up someone who's sleeping. And saving throws to resist the effect of the effects of and addiction to drugs and alcohol increases by 3. The nexus associated with decadence fosters forms of madness that confuse one's personal and social taboos. Completely inappropriate behavior becomes intriguing, while borderline appropriate behavior becomes exciting or arousing.
Ooh. I like where this is going.
You would.
Exactly. You said would.
Hey.
And when you come out from behind the tree, slowly you go through some other nexuses that look like they're ruined or like somehow they were transported from the bottom of the sea, until eventually you come to what looks like a city. The buildings look a little off. They don't look like quite the normal buildings you're used to, but they seem like, basically they look like a different architectural style than you're used to. The outlying districts resemble Ustalav farm country with sick and struggling crops, and the city proper is a stark contrast with tall, once impressive stone structures in various states of disrepair.
So basically, everyone's too busy fucking to repair shit.
Not necessarily.
Or they're high. Okay.
Give me
Too busy having a good time.
Give me a knowledge engineering or a knowledge history check.
Nope.
Erevan, with that check, and Sala with that check, both of you have seen buildings of similar design in ancient historical manuscripts detailing the civilization of Aslanti.
That's like the lost civilization kind of deal.
It's basically Atlantis.
Yeah, the one that sounds similar
Like,
to
strangely like Atlantis.
Exactly.
The one that other guy that we met created.
he didn't create, but he helped them along. He was like a muse for Aslanti.
That's
Who's all about it?
amusing.
Sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
Your joke
But-
was bad, and you should feel bad.
But it is a city, so if you want to rest, there is a good chance that you would be able to find an inn or someplace where you could actually get rooms.
Waking up might be hard.
True.
An inn, huh?
We might have to find
Jesus
an inn that's not
Christ.
an opium den.
I prefer outs.
Yeah, some rest might be nice.
Yeah, I think a lot of rest because I need to like restoration this
Yes.
crap up.
Do we have enough dust for that?
We've got a lot of diamond dust now.
Okay.
But I think we still have a wand of restoration somewhere, don't we?
Well, no, we've got couple scrolls of restoration.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
Don't we want to save those in case Michael gets like his mind wiped?
Uh,
So someone with use magic device can use them.
Dude, I got a -2 Constitution and -6 Charisma right now. So I think just a regular Greater Restoration would be fine because they would negate all of the stuff.
that would negate one stat, I think.
No, from all ability scores.
Oh, a greater restoration?
Yes.
How much is that going to cost you to cast, though?
5,000.
Dude, no. Not when it'll cost 100 to cast a couple regular restorations.
What, lesser? Yeah. It only does 1d. Do I have a regular restoration? Prepped? Yes, I do. 100. Yeah, 100 per.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Cast it twice. 200, not one casting of 5,000. That's silly.
Jeez. It's not silly.
Yeah. Greater restoration sounds like it's for like end boss fight. You're about to die.
When you've got those negative levels and massive stat damage, yes.
Yes, when
You've lost all the shit.
When you have ones in all your attributes.
It's cool. You have to heal yourself up after that shrubbery.
Also, you will remember that Casilda told you to seek out the musician who she last heard was in Avenvor as a guest of
The inn?
no, of a noble named Eldarius.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll spend 2 days at the hotel just chilling and healing up while you guys go find that person.
As you are traveling through the city, everyone give me a knowledge religion check or a perception check. All of you notice while walking through the street that in the city you see zombies walking around and nobody seems to mind. You also see at one point a man walking down the street, arm in arm with what appears to be a ghost. The ghost stops at a stand where they are selling food, and the ghost eats something, seemingly oblivious that it falls through her body and splats on the ground underneath her.
Well, zombies don't have a mind anyway.
It's a ghost.
I said zombies before.
You see
There's
zombies
zombies in the street.
and a ghost
Ooh.
who appears to be walking arm in arm with a man who, the way he's looking at her and reaching out to touch her and stuff, it appears that he doesn't even notice that she's a ghost.
Well, that's clever. I want that ability.
And the ghost does not seem to notice that she's a ghost.
Yes, this place really is all about have fun. Don't notice anything else.
This seems like this place could use some more love.
I imagine it's got plenty of that.
If this place wasn't what it was, I would gladly give you a couple coins to get this out of your system someplace. There has to be a house where you can rent, ladies.
Nah, renting. I'm renting to own, okay? Like rent a center.
When you do find an inn, which you do, it is a quiet place where the patrons rarely speak and sit huddled near the hearth even when it's not cold. It smells a bit of wet, moldy wood, and its occupants sit vacant-eyed while they dine on thin gruel and stale bread.
So why did we want to stay here?
It's an inn?
Yes,
Is there a nicer inn?
this is the nicest one.
I have an idea. Actually, I have an idea that I'm going to remind the person who can do it that they have the ability to do so. You know, I'm pretty sure the witch has the focus component to make a fucking, you know, was it Wizard's Domain or...
Hold on here. What am I looking for?
your 8th level spell that where you can create an extra dimensional like mansion.
You mean
that we
create
could stay in.
demiplane or whatever?
Oh yeah, create info. I can always prepare that.
Let me scroll down.
Yeah, it's a pretty inexpensive spell too.
Yes,
Seven
but you would have to rest for 8 hours before you prepared it.
True.
Actually, the witch would have to rest for 2 hours if she didn't have it prepared.
You do not have it prepared, so I will need some rest.
Pretty soon we can do a greater demiplane.
Well, then we can use these 2 hours to ask questions of our fellow patrons and see if we can't get a beat on this aristocrat. Like, if he's around, where he's located, what kind of dude is he, like, what's up?
If you try to talk to the other patrons and ask about, who are you asking about again?
Caroline? Or whatever his name
Count
is.
something? Was he Count?
Lord Eldarius.
Farquaad.
Eldarius.
I was close.
Yeah, the patron looks at you a little, weird, and he's like, yeah, he lives out, and gives you pretty precise directions, lives there in his mansion with his wife and his 2 kids.
What kind of man is he?
A decent enough guy.
Has there been any talk of, a house guest, somebody unusual or interesting that he might be entertaining?
No, but his family's not really one to gossip much, so they could have a house guest and just not be telling anybody about it.
Well, thank you.
Are there any like criminal or dangerous elements in this city?
Are you asking the patron?
No, I'm asking Indra so that she can then ask the patron.
Oh, okay. What can you tell me about your fine enclave here? Any places I should be careful of?
And he laughs. Places you should be careful of? Try the whole place.
But we are traveled people of a certain level of skill. I mean, what kind of places would you be afraid to walk around in? And I look very pointedly around at these not very well appointed kind of place and just kind of like, yeah, this is what you're wallowing in.
You really want to stay out of the dangerous places? Stay away from anybody who looks rich or happy.
That
Are
sounds
they-
cryptic.
Victor will ask the guy, what are they, like, sadistic?
You haven't noticed?
We just got here.
I don't know. Judging by the way this place looks, the people that are looked all happy are doing some really weird shit. So they've probably given in to whatever is part of this plane.
Yeah, you could say they've given in. They're. You know what? I'll take pity on you, strangers. They're dead.
Really?
Really?
Hey, did you ask about that guy we were supposed to go see?
Yeah,
She did.
I have directions and everything.
Okay. I didn't have my headset on for a second. I had to adjust something.
So I take it the reason you're sitting in here eating whatever that is because you are, in fact, living.
Heart's beating, I'm breathing, and I'm eating, and I'm shitting. So yeah, I'm still living. Lord knows how long that's going to be, though.
Yeah, with this food.
Why haven't you given in to the decadence of this area?
Because as long as I'm still living, I want to stay that way.
By that.
Are there many people here that are living?
There are enough of us. It's hard, though. The dead, they don't know it. So they still want to eat, and they want to fuck, and do all the things that living people do. So they eat and waste our food. They interact with us, and sometimes we end up dead too.
That sounds
Let that
pretty
be a
cruel.
lesson. Don't fuck a dead thing. Crumb.
Yes,
Looks
yes.
pointedly at Crumb.
Crumb is so gonna die here.
Probably.
I'm just thinking wrestling match with a succubus.
That sucks.
So the Count is he dead?
Everybody. Rich, noble, upper class, not a living among them.
Yeah, they're like the 1%.
More like the 99%, it sounds like.
I don't know. I mean, going by actual just wealth, we're far wealthier than most people.
Thing is, the dead, like I said, they don't know it.
Yeah, we saw some ghost try and stuff some street meat in her gob, and it just fell down to the floor.
So whatever you do, don't try and tell them. They go crazy. Just play along.
Oh, so it's like something out of, I got you.
I think this is a good time where I should mention that what everyone knows, I'm a really bad liar.
Just keep
Yeah,
your mouth shut.
I'm not very good at the whole act thing. I tend to say it like it is.
Amos puts his fishman-looking gauze mask back on. Now no one can make eye contact.
Well,
Victor, kind of whispers under his breath, yes, I'll ask him. Are there any, aberrations that we should be aware of or followers of Zaymond Door here?
What's a Zaymond door?
I'll take that as a no. He said no.
looks over at Victor like, what?
Amos peers over at Victor to see if he's, like, lovingly stroking his bow or anything creepy.
No, he's not.
Okay, good.
The bow just seems like an object in his hand right now.
Really, it's
Okay,
in your
good.
hand.
I was just hoping you weren't going over to the crumb side.
Oh, Victor's on his own side at this point.
Hey guys, is it bright in here or is it just me?
That might be just you.
Um,
Just kind of.
it's actually not bright. The image on the screen, you can see the two black sort of eclipse thing. There are two suns in the sky. Those are the suns. That is what the sky looks like. It is daytime, but you can still see the stars.
Okay, never mind
The
then.
sun, the suns are, they look like black orbs in the sky. The only way you can tell they're there is by the yellow nimbus around them.
And every time they rise, do we hear the music, Black Hole Sun?
No. But so while it is when the suns come up, there is light. It's very dim light.
It's like that ambient light that, the non-pinpoint type.
Yeah.
If you were in the total eclipse zone during the recent eclipse, you would know what we were talking about.
It's not total eclipse levels of dark, but it's like a really dark, cloudy day.
Actually, even the 95% eclipse wasn't all that dark.
That's because sunlight's bright as hell.
Yep.
But total eclipse, you can totally see the corona of the sun. It's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, we had the corona with crescent.
I think we had a 65% here.
65%.
Yeah, it was like look
You
up.
poor thing.
It's like look up. Okay, cool. Okay, now I'm gonna go back inside now.
Anywho.
So,
So never
what
mind.
would y'all like to do
Ignore
now?
my previous statement then.
You said something?
Exactly.
Apparently his eyes are hurting him.
How long have we been chit chatting and putting the local at ease so that he could talk to us? Is it enough time for, let's say, our witch to conjures up a room that probably doesn't have cockroaches?
Yep. Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of time.
Okay. I'm gonna conjure up a demi-plane then.
Just right there in the middle of the bar.
Well,
Presumably, once we get back to our room or whatever.
or not even. We don't even need a room. Just go somewhere outside.
Some place
where you
out of the
can
way,
find a
I'm
safe-
assuming.
Yeah.
Alley.
An alley that's not covered in shit.
Covered in
Actually, a
demi
little bit of shit. Because if there's no shit, that might be really, really worrisome. Like, why is there no
Well-
shit here?
No, the city isn't covered in shit. I mean, it's run down like imagine like an abandoned city, how it starts falling apart. Only it's not abandoned. There's still people there. What quote unquote people?
But no one's maintaining.
Yeah, no one's maintaining
It's
it.
demi shit.
It basically looks like Detroit.
Haven't these people ever heard of the broken windows theory?
Apparently not. And it's not a theory.
I know, but that's what they call it because they're,
The what?
Not relevant to the game. Moving on.
Okay.
I'm going to look up the spell so I know what our accommodations are like.
Let's see, 15 10 by 10 cubes worth of space that he can adjust, probably do the bountiful so you don't have to worry about food, because you could do that with the grater, and then you can shape it or set a seasonal thing to it.
Is it greater demiplane or regular demiplane?
Hit regular.
Regular.
The first one.
Not lesser either.
But you could have it set like a shape or structure, like a giant tree, a floating castle, whatever. This way you just don't have to worry about the nitnoid details about whether or not there's a floor or walls.
Oh, let me read the thing real quick, and they'll tell you what it looks like.
Yeah, just you have to read lesser demiplane and regular demiplane, because the lesser is the basic spell, and then that has the other info that you can add. Please try and avoid alignment or elemental, as not everyone shares those.
Yeah, I was going to avoid that because chaotic and fire are
that'd be a
probably
little
not.
uncool.
I imagine that the demiplane is just kind of like a very. Can it be like a smallish, like not like super small and cramped, but quaint little kind of
Like a B&B.
Like Baba Yaga's cottage, basically.
not necessarily with the chicken legs, but a cottage in kind of a nice sort of autumnal setting.
Colonial
Yeah.
setaway.
Actually, yeah, exactly, because you could do structure. It has a physical link or a specific physical link structure, such as a giant tree, floating castle, and so on. So yeah, you could have it be like a cabin in the mountains type place.
Probably more like forest, kind of like an autumn forest, nice little stream or brook of some sort. Lots of plants to eat.
Plants. You're one of those people?
I'm not sure if I can create like living animals in it.
No
can I?
animals come with it, but you can do bountiful, which it gains a thriving natural ecology with streams, ponds, waterfalls, and plants.
Yeah, that's what I was
Provides
reading.
enough plant-based foods, nuts, grains, fruit, fungi, and so on for one medium person for every 10-foot cube. So enough for 15 people to eat in there.
Yeah, so probably bountiful.
And you can set it to have ambient light so the plants will grow normally.
That sounds perfectly groovy.
Sounds ambient.
It's a cozy little cottage with, a little bit of a yard and some ecology around it.
What time is it, by the way? Like sunrise, sunset,
In the
noon?
demiplane?
No, like in general.
In the city, the sun has risen, and you were sitting around and talking. So it's just before noon when you head into the demiplane.
Okay.
Well, actually, he needed 2 hours of rest, then at least 15 minutes to change that spell up and rememorize whatever other spells he used, and then 4 hours to cast the spell.
Yeah, because you got out of the other place like right as the suns were coming up. You finished with the tree like right before dawn.
Well, we're in here. It's lovely.
Love what you
I'm
did
gonna
with the
nominate.
place.
I decorated it myself. Thank you.
I'm gonna nominate somebody with, survival, who knows about plants and stuff, to maybe gather us the fixings of a meal.
I can do that because I know plants. I think, right? But that falls under that.
Yep, or survival. But it's not necessarily hard. I mean, the plants you find like apples and
Yeah. And I know they're there because I put them there.
It's like
Yeah.
apples and cashews and
But I don't know the
Fig.
difference between a wild carrot and hemlock, and that would be a bad mistake to make.
I imagine, there's like a little garden, so even it's theoretically, idiot proof. Theoretically.
potato.
Yes, potatoes go
Boil
everywhere.
them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
I don't know. My father has grown a potato that had no chemical signature whatsoever.
That sounds bad.
It scared me.
I will volunteer to make dinner, and because
Can you do the dishes too?
I want a win on this. I think I will do a good job.
Hey, it's my place. Y'all are guests. You can do the. Y'all can do the
What
chores
would
whatever you
cooking
want.
fall under? Is that survival or something else?
It depends. There's a number of ways you can actually cook.
Profession cooking, chef.
That's one. Survival, you can make basic camp meal. This is, I mean, it's a bunch of vegetables, you know.
Make stew.
Well, I have craft alchemy, so I want to say that, if I know how to cook a potion, I probably know how to cook a parsnip.
So you could turn them into perfume.
My
Yeah,
question:
I'm not.
Are we gonna make this permanent, like with the permanency?
Do any of you have permanency?
It doesn't
Wizard
matter.
might.
It's
What wizard?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Ain't got a wizard.
also it's a focus component. He could just cast it again if he really needs it, you know. And it lasts for days. It's gonna last for 15 days. So
I just need 2.
if we're here for longer than that,
Okay, so Victor will quickly snap together some rations for himself. Anyone else who might want some 4 rations? Because he rolled a 2.
all right, let's see if I can do this. It's gonna be tough to prepare a meal here. Amos reaches out, grabs a handful of nuts, and cuts an apple in half.
Hey, whoa!
Dinner
whoa.
served.
Leave my nuts alone.
It's Waldorf salad.
So we're all rested up, I assume?
Yeah, give me 2 days.
Why do you
What?
need 2 days?
Well, 1 day because I only have 1 time prepared, so 1 day to, I guess next day I'd be fine. I guess.
If you cast the one you have prepared, then
Yeah.
the next day you cast the other one.
So a day or a night,
8 hours.
and minus 200 gold of diamond dust, however much we have.
I will mark it off.
Oh, Foms, I forget. Did you, when we went shopping for Irvin last, did we get a +3 Pearl of Power?
Level 3 Pearl of Power, yes.
Okay.
It should be on your actual in-game character sheet, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see it. That's why I'm asking. I probably just forgot to write it down because we were doing a bunch of shit at the time.
I thought it was on it, but it might not be. But yes, it was purchased. It is there.
So after he rests, Victor kind of mutters to himself.
And you remember we sold off the one knife, or the 2 daggers, the silver
Yep,
one
yep.
and the other one, in favor of just a mithril one that would
Yep.
cover both things.
Got that.
Yeah, we have 10,200 gold pieces worth of diamond dust.
Oh yeah, we're good for a while then. Assuming we don't need a resurrection.
We also have a 10,000 gold piece diamond and 2 5,000 gold piece diamonds.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay.
We cleaned out our group wealth, and any shit we didn't need went away. We still have 2 scrolls of full restoration, 3 scrolls of lesser restoration. As well as holy water, acid, alchemist fire, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you grew plenty. You can eat whatever you want, Victor.
Don't mind us. Me. Don't mind me.
Well, I take this time to go through all my stuff, prestidigitate this shit all nice and clean. Everything's nice and everything's good to go. Maybe I throw a couple at you all, when you're not paying attention. Spend these 2 days getting everything all shipshape and
Are you going to are you gonna go put on like your noble's clothes to meet the noble?
Yeah.
You'll know. I think I don't know if it's on under your valuables or not. There was enough gems and jewelry specifically to meet the purpose of dressing like a noble.
Lady in red.
And with my robe of the thespian, I can still have my armor on and still look just fucking fabulous. I'm awesome.
Yeah, actually, with your robe of the thespian, you really don't need the noble's outfits anyway.
But I know that they're there, and they're pretty, and they're soft, and I like to have pretty soft things.
True, and
Like
if
the
you
robe.
actually walked through an anti-magic field, you wouldn't be standing there in just a plain robe.
So are we good to go try and get an audience with the Lord, or look for the stele on our own?
I say we seek out the Lord so that we can speak to the magician and see what help or advice he can offer, and then we check out the
Musician.
musician.
And remember, Crumb, don't mention that they're dead.
I got you, man. What if it's a really hot girl, though?
Just don't mention she's dead. You're not gonna get laid if you say, "Hey, baby, you're dead."
Gotcha. Thanks for the hit.
My pleasure.
No, my pleasure.
Okay, so you all head to Eldarius' estate because the directions are pretty clear. When you get near, you can see that the once proud estate is in ruins. A waist-high stone wall surrounds a mansion constructed primarily of stone. The landscaping is a tangled mess, and the remains of an adjoining observatory tower stand next to the main house. Sections of the roof and walls have collapsed.
I'm kind of disappointed, but I go towards what passes as the front door, and knocks / rings the bell / attempts to knock or ring the bell if either of those things are available.
When you knock, the door swings open.
Hello? Anyone at home?
You hear laughter, giggling of a child, and then suddenly you see a ethereal, translucent child running through the hall as if chasing somebody. And the laughter fades as it passes by.
I guess there's something here.
Indra is making that face, but steps into the house and calls out again. Is anyone there? Hello?
Victor will look around for anything dangerous.
When you look around, you can see, off down a hallway, a woman. She looks like a mature, noble woman, and she looks like she's
Ooh.
berating somebody. She's talking at thin air, and it sounds like she's dressing down somebody. Unless you speak as Lanthy, you can't really make out what she's saying.
I speak Islandi.
I speak all
Well, then
languages.
Then
I speak like half the languages in the fucking book, apparently.
you can tell that she is saying, I mean, look at this. I found dust on this table. And she's pointing, and there's no table there. Look at that. I don't care who you assigned to clean this hallway, but have them do it again, and have them do it properly this time.
Indra, you want to go talk with her?
Yes, you're gonna have to be my ears on this one because I don't speak this language here.
Before you can move, coming from one of the side rooms, heading towards you, is the incorporeal form of a stout, middle-aged, balding man, dressed in finery but with a heavy mace tucked into his belt. He looks at you all and says in Aslanti, "Who are you and what business do you have on my property?"
I nudge Ervin to be my translator, and I'm like, "Greetings, my lord. We have come to call upon you to see if we could perhaps speak to someone who may be serving as a guest of yours."
Ervin translates, zip zop doodly bop like whatever Aslanti sounds like.
And who would this be?
Gets translated back to me. It's like, we are looking for someone known as the musician. Perhaps they are here providing some sort of entertainment or serving as a house guest.
Oh, you're looking for Eric Zan.
Yeah.
He's not so much a house guest. He was a powerful bard who governed one of the other cities stolen to this horrific wherever we are. And he has a reputation for circumventing many of the worst degradations of Carcosa with his unique magical masterpieces. I invited him to my home to beseech the bard to restore my family from our state, and he kind of indicates himself, and take them from this accursed realm.
A state I hadn't even noticed.
Victor will nudge Indra and remind her. Maybe you should remind him or tell him that we're here to release Carcosa and all the worlds that it's devoured.
I'm getting to that. Though I don't have to be quiet because I am convinced that like any sort of incredibly vaguely racist person, I'm convinced that if I can't speak his language, he can't possibly understand me. Then I turn back with a big smile and the whole thing. It's like, well, do you know where he is now? We seek to speak to him about a matter of great concern.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I know exactly where he is. He tried, with his magic, and to use an untested masterpiece to restore my daughter to corporeality. And while it succeeded, it failed miserably. Because while she is not corporeal, she is also a vampire.
So you're alive.
Do you translate that?
– Does he appear to be
Victor,
alive?
Victor will elbow Crumb in the gut.
He is a glowing blue ghost.
No, I'm not going to bother translating that because.
Oh, never mind that.
Son.
A vampire. Is she being properly housed as to not cause any harm to herself or others?
He looks at you. You all don't know, do you?
Know what?
You're alive?
Many of the citizens of this city have been cursed with undeath.
See?
And most of them, in their curse, are completely oblivious to the situation. I am not, but others are. In their delusion of being alive, they act and react as if they were such, which means those who would normally be dangers to everyone around them, such as the vampires or the ghouls, they simply don't act like they're dead. They act like normal people. So the fact that my daughter is a vampire, while unfortunate, does not necessarily mean that she has caused any harm. Yet.
Does that mean that she's in the process of starving?
No, she's not starving. Because it's very recently that she was changed. And there's the bleeding moon.
Oh,
The what now?
we know what that means.
One night per month, the curse is lifted from everyone's minds, and everyone knows exactly what they are.
So she goes on a feeding frenzy.
She hasn't. She was only changed 2 weeks ago.
When's the next bleeding moon?
Tomorrow night.
Of course.
Oh shit! So we have to like take her and like duct tape her to the floor.
My daughter isn't here. When she became corporeal, the subsequent disconnect between my family's incorporeal nature and her physical state caused her to become distraught, confused, and isolated. At the suggestion of one of the local lords, I allowed my dear Delmaria to, quote-unquote, enter adult society, meaning go live among her own kind. I thought this would be best for her, but I recently learned that Lord Arverick intends to have a party on the night of the bleeding moon. This event is sure to become a bacchanalia, ripe with violence against body and soul. I wish I could draw my daughter back and protect her, or find some other way to save her. And when the masterpiece that Eric performed failed so miserably and turned my sweet daughter into a blood-sucking fiend, I was enraged.
Rightfully so.
We should go get her then.
Understandable.
So you killed him.
No. I arranged for him to be cast into the dungeons of Lord Averick, because they were still in good repair, before I realized how far he had fallen to his base nature.
Oh boy.
What is he doing exactly that is his base nature?
He's having a party on the bleeding moon night.
And
And
he's a
he
vampire.
knows.
Yes, he knows.
Whew. So this bacchanalia, is this a invite only sort of arrangement, or is it a more of a freeform type event?
Like bring your own, appetizer sort of thing.
It's
BYOB positive.
Do you mean to say that you're going to attempt to attend this party?
Well, we need to talk with the musician.
Well, yeah.
What? Wait. Okay, not that this has never gone well for us anytime we try and attend a party like this. Why don't we just storm his castle, kill the old coot, rescue the daughter and the bard, and come back before the blood moon thing?
We can try.
Might be more fun to use our silver tongue over here, Indra.
Look, I'm all for just storming the castle, but I figured that the people who are more inclined to be negotiable might want to
Well,
negotiate.
what's going to decide this course of action is the answer to these next questions. You said this lord, you had Mr. Zan locked in his dungeon because his dungeon was still in good repair. Are his walls and bars and staff and general fortifications still in good condition?
Yes.
So it is a well-armed and well-protected estate?
Yes, it is.
By fully corporeal vampire people?
Yes, but while I am almost positive Arvarak is completely in the know, I can't be entirely sure,
Peaches
but I
here,
believe
BRB.
he is. Most of his guests and his staff, while I don't know how many are vampires, I do know that many of them are not aware of their condition. However, were you to come storming in and attack them, likely their minds would break enough that their vampiric nature would emerge.
So we can try to storm a fully fortified and whole house filled with guards and people, all of the vampire variety. Or we can try some centrifuge, see if we can't get everybody that we need out safely, and then fall back to plan B. The huge, the slaughter, the murder, the mayhem. If we,
It works for us.
Please do try not to murder my dear daughter. She's only a new vampire, not even blooded yet.
Yeah, and if we wait till tomorrow, that's not going to be the case anymore.
What does your daughter look like? Do you have like a portrait?
I do. He goes and fetches his portrait of his daughter and hands it to you. I do not have the picture loaded because...
Hang on. He's a ghost. He grabbed a ghostly picture and hands it to us.
Okay, no, he doesn't grab the picture, but he brings you over to it.
yes, okay.
She's a young woman. She's got brown hair. She's quite lovely. Wearing what looks like a, ancient Roman toga kind of thing. Please, if you must restrain her, do so, but please don't hurt her if you can at all help her.
Okay.
To know that you come from me. When she was a child, I would animate clockwork animals for her to play with. Her favorite was a clockwork armadillo that I made for her. No one would know that except if they came from me. Please use that as proof that you were sent by her dear father.
We will. Now, this party, is this going to be an invite-only sort of thing, or could we just show up unannounced and get entrance?
It is invitation only. However, Damaria left an invitation here. It'll help you flag down a coach and gain entrance to the party.
Excellent. Now, I'm going to have a word with my fellows, see if there's any other options available to us. Be right back. So have the conversation with everybody, like, okay, we can do this one of three ways. We can either storm the castle, fight through God only knows how many staff, all of which are vampires, and pray that we can get back out. Or we can attend the party tomorrow evening, try to use centrifuge to get in there.
Okay, real quick. We're not going to be building a device to separate fluids. So it's subterfuge, not centrifuge.
Words are hard.
I've been laughing about that for like 10 minutes now.
I'm sorry.
Also, if we attend tomorrow night, they're all going to know they're vampires.
Yeah, and the whole bloody, loss of control thing will be in full effect.
No, the blood moon does not take effect until midnight.
That's
okay.
What I was about to say. There's going to be the pre-party, or, there is the option where we could get our friend here to pass us off as more people that have to be dumped in the dungeon, and then we can talk to our magician friend and maybe not save
and be stripped of all of our gear. Yeah, great idea.
Yeah. No,
he looks over at you and says, unfortunately, that's not going to work at all.
Yeah, damn right it's not.
He says,
I'm back.
I'm a ghost. I'm bound here. I cannot leave these grounds.
Oh, it's not going to work either, because giving up all our stuff to go play victim in a jail cell, we've done that once already in life. I don't plan on doing that again.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun.
Because then we have to do the whole storming the castle, but without our stuff.
Well, some of us have short range teleportation that could, in theory, make it a little easier.
No.
Okay, you go be the prisoner then.
I'm just saying that is an option if the what's going to be really contingent on the second plan being viable is everybody being able to keep the whole "you're dead, Harry" thing like quiet and being able to blend in and be a respectable party guest.
Okay. So before we decide which of those two methods we're going to do, is there any way to turn his daughter back into something not a vampire? That someone with a knowledge in religion might be able to know?
Like a greater restoration or something?
I don't think that does it.
Or letting the magical bard dude, skeet some more of his magical bardness all over her and turn her into something else.
To paraphrase a great wise person, there's no cure for being a cunt. And vampires are cunts.
I'm just asking. I'm not familiar with the whole vampirism thing.
What about resurrection?
Instantly cures them into a pile of dust.
Okay, yeah. You cannot resurrect someone who's died of old age, constructs, elementals, outsiders, and undead creatures that can't be resurrected. That sucks. Vampires sucks. Get it?
Give me a knowledge arcana check.
I am familiar with the idea of Arcana. That's down by like Missouri, right?
Yeah, it's where Clinton was the governor.
Yeah, you can't think of any way that you can like cure a vampire.
Like great. I wish maybe.
Make a knowledge arcana check.
God damn. I did knowledge religion.
Give me a knowledge arcana check.
No. Arcana is that place that's like between Oklahoma and Texas.
Oh, Hurricane Irma.
Wasn't Arcana like a thing where like they use like the points and you attack stuff and like there was technology versus magic?
It's Arcanum.
Ah, right.
I thought that was a taint.
I think
that was the gooch.
Arcanum.
Yep, that's it.
Because it was made by Bethesda, I think. And
no, I don't think it was. I think it was made by the people who made the first Fallout.
Now the gooch was working in the White House. Okay.
So I have a question for you, you religious types who might have had some experience with vampires, or at least remember things about vampires. In case this daughter does not come with us willingly, is there anything we can, like, do we bind her with silver, or like shove a bulb of garlic up her ass or something? Like what?
The Lord Eldarius says, if you can reach her before midnight, she'll be unaware that she is a vampire.
So just go there and make a convincing story to come with us. Come with us if you want to live.
Ish. All right, so
Okay.
Mechanical Armadillo, hopefully she'll not resist.
Now, real quick, have been watching the interaction here. This ghost doesn't speak common, does he?
No, he doesn't.
I've been translating.
That's what I thought. So then I can talk amongst the group. So we know where the bard is. He's the actual objective we have. That's my whole point of breaking in. You know, we could break in and rescue the guy that we are here after. Or are we trying to, like, save the whole populace?
Yes.
No. I'm just saying if we run into her, what are some options? Because, having a lord on our side might be a good thing.
We may be here a while. I don't want to piss off the locals.
Because the bard might say, hey, where's this? We ask him, where's the stele? And he says, I don't know.
If we're literally just going in for the Lord, then heck, stick me in as a prisoner. I dimension door out with him, and I don't really need anything other than, I believe, some, I don't know, pocket lint or some bullshit.
What makes you think the musician knows where the star stella is?
We just know that he has information we need.
Have you thought about maybe asking the glowing blue guy who lives here?
No.
Yeah,
Fair
dimension
enough.
door is just a verbal thing. So they could throw me in there in my underwear, and I'd still be able to get out.
Well, unless you keep, belly button lint, I don't think you're going to be able to do that.
I don't literally need lint. I literally, it's just a verbal thing. I can say, dimension door, pew!
Aaron, why don't you ask this guy if he's aware where the star stele are or is in the city?
Do you by chance know where the star stele are? But say it as linty.
The strange column about yay high with all the stars and strange glyphs on it?
That'd be it. Yes.
Yes, I know exactly where it is. Why do you ask?
No reason.
Tell them we need to know where they are if we're gonna, like, do or whatever it is to offset the damage that this place has done.
We're trying to help you, and we need to know where they are for it.
Oh. Well, he looks at you. He couldn't understand you guys arguing, but he could, get the tone. I would be thrilled to tell you exactly where you can find the star stele.
Okay.
And Victor makes a motion if.
Here comes the GM using meta knowledge to further the plot.
No, it's in the book right here. Finally, if the PCs ask about the star stele, Eldarius says that he knows of it. He pledges to direct them where to find it when there is some resolution with his daughter and Eric Zan.
If.
You bring my daughter home.
This deal's getting worse all the time.
Indeed. Pray that doesn't get any worse.
I don't pray.
Says the man who made us, free an entire slave city.
What?
I didn't make you do anything. I started a fight. You chose to go along with it.
Okay, so if we're going to be rescuing his daughter to get the star stele, can we get anything else out of this deal other than knowledge?
Do you want to ask him that?
Do we want to ask him that, guys?
Okay, let's be honest here. How do things always turn out for us when we go and try and deal with something? We've been to a couple parties. How'd they turn out?
Look, I know what's gonna
Spider-Man was
happen.
kinda creepy.
So
That's why I'm saying we should get the reward.
Yeah, I think if we go in there and violence breaks out, I'm gonna loot the hell out of that guy's intact keep.
And getting loot from the guy who we don't, completely destroy would also be nice.
Yeah, well, sure. I mean, if he's got anything that we
Why
can
have
actually
just a
hold.
turkey when you can have turducken?
I would point out that your turducken is in a moldering house falling down around our ears. Just saying.
Also, this guy is like hanging out with Yoda. Look at him. What's he gonna hand us?
I don't know. But they always have something. He's a lord for some reason.
Yes. Amos kind of like walks around with his hands up, you know, the wide gesture. Look, behold, gaze upon the riches of his land.
Victor will say something under his breath. No, I'm not going to shoot him. Fine, we won't ask for a reward. We'll just do it out of the goodness of our hearts.
I'm not
or
saying we're
whatever's
not
our-
going to ask for a reward, but really, I don't know what all he might have.
That's why I'm saying we ask. Like, what is he offering other than the knowledge, if anything? If nothing, fine, we can still get the knowledge, but why not ask?
Well, what we do is we do what we're gonna do. It ends up how it always ends up, and then if we walk away with full pockets, then whatever he offers up is gonna just be gravy. And if he just gives us the knowledge, it's not so bad.
Now, who's that
Okay,
nice?
Arvin,
Who is that nice lady I
since
saw
you're the one who
earlier?
talked to him, why don't you just say, you know, what about some kind of monetary reward? Just to see what his reaction is.
Corporeal reward, because,
Right.
ghost stuff.
Undeath doesn't sound
What?
very fun.
Is there potential for
Reimbursement
sort of-
for our services.
financial reimbursement for our services rendered?
He shakes his head sadly. I have nothing to offer you other than the knowledge that you need. And
Victor hangs his head low.
much like he kind of mimics Amos's gesture. I mean, if you can find monetary reward in what's left of my manor, you're welcome to it.
Does Aravan translate that to Victor?
Yes.
Victor heads perked up.
See, you had to say that last part. Now he's going to go start digging up the fucking floorboards.
They can float. They don't need floors.
It's what we do.
Okay, Harley.
Huh?
Okay, so save the bard, save the damsel in distress, get paid.
Profit.
I can go with this. So we don't know how much time we have to find these things before our world joins this world.
Correct.
I do like how you suddenly care about the time, but we did just sit around doing nothing in an idyllic demi-plane for 2 days. Well,
And I didn't sleep a wink. For reasons I won't go into.
well, we'll be taking that invite, and if everything goes well, we will return with your daughter.
He nods. Thank you very much. Here's the invite. He kind of, gestures to the invite standing on an old wooden table.
So, what's the invite say? Like, what time does the party start?
The party starts approximately at 8 p.m.
Dude, this
So
is
we have
way
about
too
3 hours to
Luckily, we
complete
all
this
have,
before shit breaks loose.
Yeah, luckily, we all have nobility clothes, or nice clothing or something.
I'm wearing a shroud. I'll fit right in.
Okay, actually,
Celestial armor.
I'll say the party starts around 7.
So about sunset.
Yes.
It's very fitting for a vampire.
He says that you may be able to get there quicker if you can attract one of the coaches that finds and transports the nobility and socialites on the night of parties.
So a limo driver.
What if we can fly?
How far away is this place? Because we've got like a day to get there.
He looks at you and he shrugs. He says, I don't particularly know. I've never been.
By chance, do you have somewhere in your dwelling here a map of the city?
He shakes his head. Not one that's still legible.
This is gonna go so fucking badly.
I anticipate
No,
death.
no, no, we can do this. Just y'all need to keep your fucking mouths shut. Crumb,
Oh.
keep it in your pants. You two, looking at Victor and almost keep that brutal honesty to yourself. Araben, I can trust you to pull this off.
Biscotti.
Right, because you've been so eloquent lately.
Death stare. Fine. You can do the talking.
Irvin just kind of rolls her eyes and goes outside. Or no,
She's
never
so
mind. I'm sorry.
testy, man. Jeez. Must be getting pretty close to the mark for that one.
Victor seems to be laughing with someone.
Dude, your whole, like, general demeanor of, murder and whatnot, with the little mix of paranoia, always made you a little bit on the creepy side. Now, you're stepping over into that, like, serial killer motif.
I got general
I'm
concerns.
fine.
Alrighty.
My bow doesn't even talk anymore.
Okay. I didn't know it ever did talk.
It had the spirit in it.
Yeah, but it only talked to you by telepathy, I believe, the wielder.
Yeah. So the bow doesn't talk anymore.
Like I said, I never knew it talked in the first place.
Well, now you know. That's how I was able to know what an abomination was before I knew what an abomination was.
Actually, you know what, Wyatt? I think your bow speaks Atlanti.
That would have been nice to know.
It's, I thought it was written down on the list of stuff. I'm pretty sure it was when she posted that link.
Let's see.
Because I copied all the languages onto your updated Hero Lab thing that I kept track of.
Yeah, Aklo, Aslanti, Common, Draconic, Kelish, and Vudrani.
I haven't read that thing in like 3 weeks.
That ain't my fault.
It's not your fault, but I didn't know that stuff was on there.
But since the party's tomorrow, that means you could take time to memorize spells that would allow people to speak Aslanti.
Yeah, comprehend language and all that. Wonder if there's like a mass version of that.
Pretty sure there's mass tongues.
Tongues communal, there we go. It's a level 5, so that's easy. Just take one breath of life away and do that one instead. So, communal tongues. 10 minutes per level split among the recipients. So I got 150 minutes to split up between us.
Well, I I mean, Erin doesn't need any. She's got it.
You never know. Might get that one language. I don't know.
Which you also then have a fucking hex that you could put on yourself. so to
Correct.
speak.
But that's only for me. It doesn't affect the group. As far as I'm concerned, I've got languages pretty well covered. That's all I'm worried about.
I'm not worried about us. We're good. You know.
So, what's your plan?
I would suggest we go back to our demi-plane, get all gussied up, everybody get their game face on, work real hard to keep their shit together, and we do what we need to cast the languages all over the everything.
Yeah. So Night of the Roxbury montage, getting ready.
And yeah. But that's my suggestion. I'm probably wrong, because I'm always wrong about everything.
Actually, you're quite right about most things.
Oh god, do you need a minute? Do you need to like to drama?
I'm fine.
So let me know what y'all gonna do.
Well, I imagine we're going to get gussied up for the ball.
Okay, you're gussied up. What is your next move?
This is just a question. We obviously had the conversation with the people in the inn. They spoke common. So there's every chance that.
No, the people in the inn did not speak common. You had to translate through Erevan.
See, I did not know that. There was no indication that we were being translated. Alrighty, because I'd be like,
Or
dude, the
Victor,
movie's
since apparently he
vampires.
can read it.
Yeah, or Victor.
Wait, you speak Aslanti all of a sudden?
His bow does.
He understands it.
He said his bow doesn't speak.
Yeah, my
I'm
bow doesn't
confused.
speak anymore. Don't worry about it. Yes, I can understand Aslanti in a way.
See, now I'm picturing Victor speaking Atlanti, but like the really bad, really like heavily accented
Like
like
Borat.
vacation Spanish.
Buongiorno.
Actually, his dialect is dead on for a dead language. So he actually probably speaks it better in Erevan.
Nah, I doubt it with her ranks of linguistics.
Grazie.
Fritzy buongiorno, Fritz.
Scusi.
Then if we're ready to go, I say we go out and try to flag down a carriage. Yes, I know you can fly, but I doubt you'd make a very dignified entrance with all of us clinging to you like so many baby possums.
Hey, however you want to do it, I don't care how we get in there. I'm just wanting to know why we're being steered towards these carriages. Because, trust issues.
Cinderella, you know?
Well, the carriage knows where the place is. We don't. So, I mean, if you want to ask the carriage driver, hey, where is this place? We can do that.
Or we could ask the people in the, in the inn or stuff like that. But it doesn't matter as long as we get there.
All right. Do you want to go ask them? I mean, I can ask them if you want.
I don't care. We're not gonna split the party either. So
We got 24 hours. We can ask where it is, and then if that fails, we can get a carriage later on.
Sounds like a
I
plan.
do think we should get a carriage, though. I mean, arriving in style would be, good.
So, Victor will, I guess, begin asking around for where this Lord's Manor is.
Okay. Give me a diplomacy check.
As will Aravan.
Aravan might have a better diplomacy.
I will
than Victor.
diplomatize.
Don't think I have it better, but diplomacy, you say?
Mhm.
Well,
Michael,
okay,
do you speak as Lanty?
Scusi.
In my defense, Aravan is not here for diplomacy. She's here to set shit on fire, largely.
No, you do not manage to get anyone who can tell you where the manor is.
Speak Aklo.
But most of them just kind of look at you and kind of try to shuffle off as quickly as possible. They just shake their heads like they're not even listening to what you're saying.
Damn
And they try to
tourists,
get away from
right?
you. Yeah, pretty much. So you do not manage to get directions.
These people are dicks.
So
Well, it's when y'all try and want to words.
Indeed.
Carriage is what I'm getting at.
okay, so y'all want to find a carriage?
Unless
Yes.
somebody else wants to try a diplomacy check.
I can't, because apparently I don't speak the language.
Bard, maybe.
I could, but I don't speak the language.
How would that work with me translating?
It wouldn't.
Biscotti.
I figured. Oh well, it was worth a shot.
I'm waiting until the party to get the tongues cast on me, so I have the maximum time there. All right, so let's go outside and get ourselves a carriage.
Good day, sir. Ooh, roses. We're gonna die.
Well, can you tell every other times we've encountered topiary, it tries to kill us?
Exactly. I mean, we had the freaking back at the manor even in the beginning. We had that freaking bushes that came alive and tried to kill us.
we're gonna get out of the fucking carriage, and Victor's gonna start shooting up the fucking shrubbery.
Pew 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 pew.
Man,
And I'll be right.
you should. I found when I was looking for like all these trees and stuff. I mean, look at this stuff that I found.
Did you find a bunch of dungeony stuff?
Spider.
All right,
Oh,
where are we
God.
then?
Ah,
That is a scary topiary.
Nope.
Victor, we're looking around for anything dangerous. Apparently, I can't roll higher than a 2 for anything.
those are big ass
Okay.
rose bushes, man.
Hang on, did we find the carriage already, or
That's a road.
So that's the road where we're going to get the carriage.
Yes,
Okay. So why are we standing in the grass?
because you're walking to the road.
It was a very downtrodden manor.
Let's start hitchhiking.
I think Indra lost connection.
No, I'm here. I was just looking over my sheets.
Well, you exited out of the lobby.
I did.
Oh, there she is. Okay.
Sorry, something was stuck on my screen. I had to get rid of it. Okay, so you walk up to the road, and you hear the clopping of hooves as a carriage is coming towards you.
Can I do knowledge and ability to see how to flag this thing down?
Sure.
I'm just gonna hold up the invite.
And your leg.
If I was gonna guess, I haven't seen it yet, but I was gonna say this is gonna be a riderless carriage. But no, there is a rider or a driver. There's just skeleton horses.
The carriage sees you and starts coming towards you.
Indeed.
Just in case, Indra, stand behind me.
The carriage, you can see, seems to be incorporeal and being drawn by ghostly undead horses. Roll for initiative.
Of course.
But what kind of carriage is it gonna? How is it gonna get any business if it kills its clientele?
It's an incorporeal carriage. You guys can't be its clientele because you're physical.
I can turn
Yeah,
incorporeal.
But couldn't vampires want to use the pretty carriage?
Sorry, roll the initiative again. I'll fix it. It was just messed up in the thing. I will put it back to your original numbers.
Oh, so I actually rolled well for initiative.
Yeah, I rolled a 31 and a 29. So it'll be a 29.
Hang on. Me. Michael, thank you for rolling exactly the same twice.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I appreciate that.
I aim to please.
Also, folks, you can, I believe, manually put your own initiative on the order tracker. Just click on the number and type in the new one when it highlights.
Nifty.
Didn't realize the end user could do that.
I didn't either till I just did it.
I was about to be all confused. I was like, dude, I didn't do that great that first time. Why am I so high? Please, no.
So the coach, which is totally, not a death coach, moves forward. And one of the horses swipes a hoof at Amos. That was a little bunched up, so I squished it out a little bit. Does that hit?
Already marked the damage.
Okay, I need a fortitude save. Okay. You also take 25 damage.
From what?
The collect soul ability.
Remember, you guys have a +4 to against fear effects. In case that comes up. I know ghosts are scary.
All of you within 30 feet. The coach emanates a palpable aura of horror. So you all need to give me a will save, except Amos, because it's shaken.
My second one tonight.
Michael is fine. Victor is not. Erevan is not. Indra is fine.
Is that including her +4 to fear or whatever?
No, with the +4, you're fine. Erevan is still not fine.
Yeah, because it's me.
So Amos, it is your turn.
Amos is charging.
Yeah. Get it.
Does a 37 hit?
It does. Victor.
Or will delay till after Indra goes.
Erevan.
Okay, does the fear have any effect on my hexes, me doing my hexes?
No, it just gives you, it's shaken. It's a -2 penalty on
Okay.
your to hit
Okay,
and some other stuff.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to hit it with the misfortune.
It got a 33.
Yeah, pretty sure it's good.
Gonna do anything else?
5-foot step back.
Okay. Crumb.
I am going to five-foot step forward and channel positive energy to deal damage. Let me make sure my macro is good.
You might want to identify this thing before you start casting positive energy.
Well, it's incorporeal, so I can get that. But why not? Let's give it a good old go there. What is this thing?
This is something called a death coach. This fearsome phantasmal carriage, pulled by ghostly horses, death coaches appear without warning to collect and carry off unwilling mortal souls to the afterlife, slaying the victims first if need be.
So they're undead.
Yes.
Okay. Special defenses?
It is incorporeal, and it is slightly channel resistant.
Okay, what about,
That's all you got.
Alright, cool. Where's the button? Here it is. So I'm trying to deal damage to undead.
Okay, it saves.
So it takes half.
So, dude, you did 17 points of damage, but ignored the 70 something that I took.
Yes.
Indra?
I am going to begin to dance and then cast haste. At this point, your saves against fear are a +6 now.
Okay, you cast haste, and it attacks you because you are within 15 feet.
Oh, man. She is? No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
There she is.
Damn it.
However, she is behind me, though. She should have cover.
That's right. She does. She's
And that means you don't
behind you.
provoke an attack of opportunity.
So Indra got very lucky.
I didn't think their legs were so long.
Yeah, it hit me when I was up right by where you were originally.
Victor.
All right, Victor will use a swift action to study this thing. Take a 5-foot step back. Indra's thing is +4, correct? Or dancing?
Yeah, +4 to hit and damage.
Okay. Haste attack. So how many 50% do I need to roll?
Excuse me?
Or do I just do 50% damage?
You just do half damage.
Okay.
You
Many
also do
hits?
sonic damage.
The fourth one did not hit.
So that's 4 hits. Yeah. Or 8 sonic damage.
Well, 4 sonic damage. It gets half, too.
Well,
Okay, the coach is once again going to attack Victor.
You mean Amos?
Yeah, sorry, Amos. Does a 37 hit your touch?
Yep.
Okay, give me a fort save. Oh, wait, no, sorry. You're immune for 24 hours. Once you save once, you're immune for 24 hours, so you're good. You don't take the collect soul.
But the thing can hit for 17d6 each time?
God damn.
luckily we have a healer.
Yeah, we do.
Amos?
Amos is going to full attack. Mine do full damage, by the way, because the ghost touch. And they can also crit, because ghost touch.
Slow down.
By the way, I just feel the need that we should have before the. We're leaving early to get there early to scope out the place, so it's like 6 or 5:30 or something, right?
Is that all your attacks?
Yeah, that was 4 attacks.
Okay.
It's
Caravan?
still up.
How much healing do you need, Amos?
A lot.
I'm down 134 points.
Okay, I will use my major healing hex on you. which works like cure critical wounds. So that's 48 plus 15, I believe. Correct?
Yeah. Thanks.
Gotcha. I got you, fam. No, I can't do it again on you for another 24 hours, so. I'm helping.
Now the carriage, it has seemed to become more incorporeal. It's like almost completely transparent now, and the ghost and the carriage itself have stopped moving towards you, and it appears to be starting to move down the road with a quickness.
Like it's trying to pull Amos's soul away.
No, like it's like screw these guys and just trying to get the hell out of here.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
You can see the coachman up there. He's jerking on the reins and whipping at the horses. And for a ghost, he looks surprisingly scared out of his mind.
And someone told me, nah, you won't need a ghost touch weapon.
Nah, ghost touch is for wimps.
Who told you that?
I don't see us getting a great deal of loot from this thing. We might as well let it go.
Look, to be fair, when I said you didn't need a ghost touch weapon, this book hadn't come out yet.
She's just trying to screw you over, man.
Oh, she loves to try and kill me.
Okay, so it's Crumb's turn.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna provoke attack of opportunity. If it does do anything? Does it do anything to as I go towards Amos?
Nope.
Alright, so I'm gonna go over here and then I will channel positive energy to heal him. And you're blessed. Well, we're all blessed.
What's the blessing?
You don't die.
Amen. Hallelujah. You have peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time.
Why are jellyfish so sad? Because there ain't no peanut butter fish.
Oh man.
Oh, speaking of Eric, tell the joke you told me earlier about Atlantis.
Oh, yeah. What's the difference between Florida and the lost city of Atlantis?
Time.
About 3 days.
Too soon?
Too early.
Yeah, it sounds soon enough.
Okay, so it's Indra's turn.
Yep.
I don't. It's running away. Are we continuing fighting?
Make your decision.
I wouldn't waste a spell. I mean, you can, if you want to do an attack of some kind, but I wouldn't waste a spell.
I am unfamiliar with ghosts. I have a feeling that if I shoot them with an arrow, it's not going to hurt them that much.
Unless they're ghost touch arrows.
Fine, I shoot at the retreating carriage.
Okay, your arrows tear through the incorporeal carriage. Some wisps of ectoplasm come free as it continues trying to run down the road as fast as it can.
Then once it starts to run down, I will take my attack of opportunity. Oh wait, Victor still gets to shoot first, so
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to make it very far.
Like I said, it's already become way more incorporeal than it was before, and it is just fleeing.
If you hadn't noticed in the previous 4 and change book or 5 and change books, we hold a grudge.
We don't let
Okay.
dead things just don't die for us.
To be fair, holding a grudge seems to be working out for us.
I'll get my attack too once Amos takes his.
Okay, it's dead.
I'm gonna attack the darkness then.
Grab my arrows.
Don't take mine.
They're over in the rose bush. The topiary attacks you.
No. So we wait around for another carriage.
Anyone want to top off my health while we're waiting?
Yeah, I can give you. How much are you down?
56.
Okay, let me give you a serious wounds wand action here. So 3d8 plus 5. That should be close.
Yeah, still down 16.
You want another one, or should I just hold off?
I'd rather go into the place crawling with vampires at full health as opposed to lower.
Do we have any like low-level wands?
Yeah,
That's what he's using his wand.
Yeah, I'll just burn my low level spell slot. So 6. I'll burn another one. 12. You're good.
Close enough.
That little bit of blood left over is just going to be your perfume. They'll be like, "Is that Chanel?" No, it's O positive.
No, it wasn't any bloody. It was just all pure negative energy as it sucked the life out of me.
Sucking them souls.
Oh, so you were Grumpus. Cool.
Okay, so you're gonna wait around for another coach?
That's more helpful. Yes.
Yeah, if it's
I don't know. Are we? How are we doing? Are we holding up the invitation or something? Or
Yeah, that's what we do. And I had my knowledge and ability to maybe help out.
Is there any people around? Anybody who looks flesh and blood living?
because basically, I feel like we're just being fucking idiots standing around here waiting for shit to attack us.
You don't see any people around, and how long do you want to wait for a coach?
You know what? I am flying up in the air and looking around over the city to see if there's any fucking coaches.
Ones that look alive, preferably with horses with flesh on them.
That would be preferred.
No, you don't see any.
I guess start jogging to the place.
We have no idea where it is because he didn't know. And he had no map.
So how do we find it?
There's no directions on the freaking invitation?
Yeah, is there an address or anything on the
Is there anything magic about the invitation, like use it presto type thing?
No, there on the invitation. It said you are cordially invited to the party at Alverick Manor. Blah 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 blah.
All right, I'm looking for a person who looks semi well dressed in the city. You know, I don't care if they're dead, whatever, doesn't matter.
All right, yeah, you can see some people who look, well-to-do.
I land right in front of them and ask them where this was it Averick? Alverick, where's his manor?
They look at you and say something in Aslanti.
I just say the word Alverick and make the universal gesture for where.
They point in a general direction to the northeast and give you a dirty look that says filthy peasant in any language.
I will fly up and look in the direction they look to see if there is a manor that looks well kept, unlike all the rest of the places, since we were told that this one looks good.
When you fly up, you can see several well-kept manor, but only one in the direction they're pointing.
I will fly back to the group Say, well, you want to be baby possums or you got your own method?
I like your baby possum method.
I have wings.
I can fly.
I'll let creepy hair lady carry me.
I call bull turret.
I will pick up Victor then, so he can be my my belly gunner, and I will start flying in the direction of the manor.
Pew pew pew
Yeah,
pew
I guess
pew.
I pick up the cleric with my hair.
Can you lift that? I mean, I'm not calling Crumb fat, but he is a full-grown half-orc.
Well,
With her hair, she
with
gets
my
to
hair,
lift
yeah.
as if it's in her intelligence was her strength.
Yeah, because my int is the quote unquote strength for that.
So she could lift like 600 pounds with her hair.
Swole as fuck with my hair.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's witchcraft.
Oh, it's totally
Yeah.
witchcraft.
She's got some full body hair.
Like if she whips her hair back and forth, some motherfucker's getting fucked up.
Yeah, Pantene Pro V action over here.
So now that we're on the way to the manor, can we take a break real quick?
I was about to say we're going to take a break right now.
Sounds cool.
Be right back.
Coolio.
I need more caffeine.
Back shortly.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Alright, I'm back.
And we're back.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Is everyone back?
I am.
I am.
I believe so.
And because, someone was afraid we would not make an impressive entrance, I know Victor's acrobatics. So I'll drop him from a height so he could do a nice little tumbling Spider-Man thing, and I'll do a total superhero landing. If that, this way we can please someone's aesthetics.
There's my acrobatics. I rolled a 5.
Irvin just kind of lands gracefully, or as gracefully as she can, carrying the cleric in her hair.
Is Sala back yet?
Yeah, I'm here. I land gracefully as fuck because, bitch, I got magical wings. And I'm not carrying anybody.
I don't land gracefully at all. I do the whole
Fist
superhero
pound the
landing.
ground.
Yeah, fist pound into the ground that, cracks the pavement and shit.
You do like the Dragon Ball Z landing.
I'm sorry, but in my head, like Victor is like the little gremlin diva from like the Overwatch cartoons, just like in a little baby Bjorn on the front of Amos.
No, that's Crumb with Ervin's hair.
Yeah, at least you didn't make it into a noose to carry him with.
Yeah, that'd have been brutal.
You know,
Or
I
maybe
thought
that
about
would have
it.
been good.
No.
His safe word is harder.
Auto asphyxiation. You know?
Safe word is more daddy.
Oh, Billy.
Okay, you managed to get to the manor just before 8 o'clock.
I'm gonna suggest we take a moment to look around the grounds, look at any viable escape routes, and so on and so forth.
I thought you were going to silver tongue this thing.
The manor is a 3-story mansion that, unlike many structures in Carcosa, is well maintained. An expansive lawn with a half-circle drive allows coaches to arrive in the front. Behind the property is a stone patio with steps that descend to a fountain and the entrance of a hedge maze. The hedges have grown tall and wild. Ivy encroaches on the patio and the fountain where it shouldn't. The southeast corner of the house is a domed ballroom. The house is clearly lit and ready for guests.
So there's a lot of windows we can bust out of. Is what I'm hearing.
And,
All right, let's do this.
Metagaming, there isn't apparently pictures in the
Leroy!
ground, so it should be easy to get out.
All right, I didn't hear all that Sala because somebody was yelling like a fucking loon.
No, it's just that there's no, to be all metagaming and shit, there isn't pictures of the ground, so it shouldn't, like, it isn't thought that we're going to have to fight on them, so. At least the front door, so.
I don't know. They mentioned the hedge maze, so
We just don't go out the hedge page window.
That's not a hedge mage. Those are intestines.
No.
What?
Exactly.
I go up to the front door and knock with a good resounding, like, knuckles on the wood, like.
A guard opens the door and looks at you, and he says, "Yes?"
I hold up the invite, and I'm like, we have come for the party. This is our invite.
Does this guard speak common?
Assume I'm translating.
And
I
no,
thought you-
assume nothing because I have communal freaking tongues for all of us. For
Yeah, I thought you
Ta-ta.
tongued everybody.
Yes, slather us with that now.
Oh yeah, baby. I'll slather ya.
So we can honestly say that Crumb has tongued everybody. Well, at least me and Indra, because
Definitely.
the other two can speak it on their own.
Definitely Amos.
God, that is a awful threesome image.
Wait, no, at
Wants an orc
this point
sandwich.
in the series, it was bound to happen.
Orc sandwich.
At this point, we're on like season 5 of the series, so it was bound to happen.
A semicircle of marble steps lead up to a pair of polished oak doors left ajar. Just past the front doors, another pair of doors stand to the north and south, with an alcove just beyond each. A red carpet leads east to a large hall. The floor is polished hardwood, and the manor's appointments are luxurious. When you offer the invitation, the guard looks it over, nods, and says, "Ah, you must be the ladies' guests. Please, enjoy the party."
We shall.
You will find Lord Averick in the main hall.
So do we see anyone matching the daughter's description?
Not in this room, no.
I asked the guard, so where's the main hall?
Points to the room like right next to you, where you all are starting to move into. A red carpet runs down the center of this room towards a set of grand staircases that lead upwards. Gleaming brass candelabras are positioned in corners to provide a festive light, along with a crystal chandelier hung from the ceiling. The dark hardwoods of the floors and doors have been recently polished, and the smell of scented oils lingers in the air.
I like this place already.
It's it's obviously it's well appointed for a party. You can see that there are sideboards with food and drink.
Is it real food and drink, or is it just like faux food and drink?
It looks like real food and drink. How will you know unless you question it?
Indeed.
Don't eat anything.
I have purified.
Or drink.
I have.
Is
poison
there-
Stuff.
We see a collection of gentlemen in this room. Are any of them receiving more attention than any of the others?
The one standing by Amos seems to be looking over the room, and he seems to be the most in charge. Other people come up and talk to him, and they seem very deferential to him.
Are we the only ones in armor?
Yes.
It's good looking armor, though.
Well, you're in armor. I'm just fabulous.
He turns and looks at you and says, "Hello, welcome to my home. Who exactly are you?"
My name is Indra, and these are my traveling companions. And we heard about your gathering on this auspicious day, and when we spoke to, I've already forgotten his name, the dude.
Lord Eldarius.
When we spoke to Lord Adalius, he suggested, that we could attend your lovely party in his place.
Ah, you are friends of Lord Eldarius. Please, stay then and enjoy the party.
Bow the head, be all
Sense motive.
gracious.
Yeah, he seems, totally on the level.
Sense motive?
Still seems totally on the level.
I do have one question.
Oh?
When we spoke to the Lord, he mentioned something about some sort of bard, some man who could cast amazing magics with his song. Will he be performing this evening?
I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure who you're speaking. We do have several bards in the ballroom who are playing.
No, this was what was his
Eric.
name? Yes, Eric. Eric Zahn. He spoke highly of his prowess, if not his ability.
I'm sorry, I don't have any knowledge of an Eric.
A shame. We've been enjoying your fine city, and the tales I heard told would have made this quite the talk
Sense
of
motive.
this. I'm lying. Did you sense that motive?
He seems to be telling the truth.
He may not know who he is.
But please, do enjoy the party. Here, allow me to be the first to offer you my hospitality, and to Indra he offers a glass of wine.
I take the wine, and I hold it up in like a little fake, like a little toast thing, and I pretend to drink it.
Yeah, make that bluff check. I mean, it looks like wine. It's not like there are vampires drinking glasses of blood. This looks and smells like a glass of wine.
Or iocane powder, whichever.
I get that reference.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you fake drinking the wine.
It's just some good wine. She got to do that thing where she like turns in profile and just kind of pours it out. You know what I mean?
Yes, no, it's like she's sipping it and like the glass is actually emptying. I mean, Asmodeus believes you're drinking his wine.
And he always had some mighty fine wine.
Joy to the world.
Asmodeus was a bullfrog. I'm sorry.
So I say we start wandering and mingling and wandering. See if we can't casually come across the daughter.
Well, the daughter is here willingly, correct?
Yes, but we can talk to her, and she knows that about the bard and his situation. She might be able to tell us what.
Well, I was going to say you could ask the Lord where she is.
Yeah, say that we had a message from her father, which we do, about the armadillo.
Well, and yes. I almost forgot. Lord Alvarez asked us to deliver a message to his daughter. Is she around?
Oh, Delmaria, yes, lovely girl. She's around here somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. But please, stroll about the manor and seek her out. You may want to try the ballroom to start with. You know how young ladies are.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Absolutely.
I'm not the ballroom
I
type
do
of guy,
like
but I'll
young
take your word for it.
ladies.
And all ladies? What are you talking about?
Just ladies.
Some men.
If they're good looking enough.
Some things. I mean, if it's an ooze with enough substance.
If you can, you will.
Which way's the ball? North or south?
He points to the south.
It's a baller room.
Is this Karazhan?
Yeah.
Well, there are some slutty-looking women in here.
And some slutty-looking men.
Well, no, I'm just judging by the amount of cleavage being shown by the one who looks like the like her dress appears to be cut to her navel.
The one
What's
in
lower
red,
than
I
that?
can't tell if she's a brunette because she doesn't have a head.
Yeah.
While that is more than enough to get Crumb's motor running for identification purposes, I need more.
Hey, baby.
Okay, ballroom. This large octagonal room has a dome ceiling that is 20 feet high at the center. 4 marble pillars provide structural support, while the floor is polished marble. Red silk ribbons are twined around the columns and tied in large bows to provide a festive appearance. Along the south wall, a wooden bandstand has been erected with a small set of steps, and a set of double doors exits to the west. There are several people in the room. The people you see, on the dance floor, some are dancing, some are talking, and 3 performers up on the stage.
And the woman in red, is she the daughter?
No, she is not.
Maybe she's like up those stairs in the back area.
The one in green, the daughter?
No.
So the daughter's not here, that's what you're saying.
What's this thing? This is a stage?
Yep. That's where the
Those are
stations
stairs.
are.
You really shouldn't wander off on your own, Crumb.
Yeah.
House full of vampires.
Crumb, do you want to go up the stairs?
Yes.
No, apparently, yeah, he wandered off without us, so I don't know where he went. I
Went
can't see
back
through
to the
walls.
main room.
I don't have
Ah!
telepathy either.
You go up the stairs.
Hey, lady.
Let me tell you what you see.
I didn't know there were actually stairs
Well-
up the stairs. I thought it was stairs at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, no, you go up the stairs, and you come up at the second story hallway. You see a male and female who are both very attractive and dressed in finery that befits nobles. They turn and look at you, and they say, "Oh, why, hello there."
Hello. My name's Crumb.
And who? And the woman's like, "Why, hello, Crumb. I'm Ovanda." And the man next to her says, "And I'm Ultor. Charmed to meet you."
Victor will slowly follow Crumb's scent.
Very charmed indeed. You should be. You are in the presence of Crumb.
Casual mosey, casual mosey, casual mosey.
Do you want to go up the stairs too, Victor?
Victor's gonna wait for the rest of the group. Because if Crumb's gonna dive on his own, then that's his business.
Hey, I got a good scent about these things.
No, you don't.
While that's going on, I was going to actually try and ask some of these people in the ballroom if they've seen the person we're actually looking for instead of metagaming that someone might be in trouble upstairs.
Well, I saw Crumb leave. That's why I'm following. I know we aren't supposed to split.
And I see Victor leaving, and I'm like, huh, vampires. Can they charm people? Motherfucker, I bet he charmed those people.
Do they appear to be any kind of undead?
No, they don't look like undead at all.
Are you sure?
Can I track which way Crumb went?
So up the stairs.
Can you track on a hardwood floor?
I don't know. That's what the check is for.
You can track anywhere, actually. It just depends on how high the DC gets.
And no, Crumb, they do not appear to be undead at all.
You know, trying to track somebody indoors in a clean place, you know, DC is up in like the 40s.
I'm just trying, because now I don't know where he is.
Well, up the stairs. I mean, excuse me, just for one moment. I need to go back downstairs for just this quick moment.
She looked at him like, "Aw," and the man with her is like, "Well, that's unfortunate. We were just beginning to make your acquaintance." And when he says acquaintance, he looks you up and down appraisingly.
I will be right back. Go back down and try to get down.
The one fucking time he turns down sex.
Wow.
And a threesome at that.
Yeah.
I see Victor coming back to the door, and I'm just like trying to be casual, looking down the hallway, seeing that I can still see
Hey.
Amos and Erevan.
Okay, so while you guys are doing that, Amos, you said that you're going to ask people about Del Maria?
Yes. I'm not good at the charismatic shit. I just hope I look weird enough with the funky mask and armor and everything to make people be more willing to respond.
Not all of them do, but the guy next to you, the blonde-haired gentleman, he says, the young lady who's a guest of Lord Alveric? I do believe that she's scheduled to make her debut later. Around 9 or so. I think she's upstairs trying on every gown in the building.
Okay. Oh, do you know where the dungeons are? And I kind of, you know, point my thumb back towards Aravan and her corset and everything. You know, someone was kind of curious.
Sorry, I wish I could help you. And he checks out Erevan and maybe even join, but unfortunately, I'm not aware of any dungeons.
Erevan retains her composure, but she's kind of grinding her teeth.
All right, thanks. Hey, look at her. What the hell did you expect me to say? We want to go do a jailbreak?
Crumb,
Remember,
where did you go?
centrifuge.
Yo, there's people upstairs.
There's people down here. Why'd you wander off?
I don't know. I got bored in there.
We were there like 5 seconds and you start walking off down the hallway.
The princess wasn't in the castle.
Look, if
Like-
you go off on your own, they're gonna make you the princess of the castle.
You mean it?
Or hisses, dude.
Bowser's not gentle.
Indra, you want to go upstairs with me? Just trust me.
Maybe?
Victor will walk
And
back down the hallway and ask if Amos figured out anything in this area.
Indra, you want to come upstairs with me?
Well, I'm still keeping an eye on Aravan to make sure she's not alone. Yeah, the one guy there said that she's supposed to make her debut later, and she's probably upstairs trying on dresses. He also said he doesn't know where the dungeon is, which I think we should try and find so we can actually find the guy we're looking for in the first place.
Yeah, we should probably try and find the dungeon before we start trying to break people out.
Yeah, well,
If she's upstairs, she's probably safe.
Maybe. But yeah, let's try and find where that is first, I think.
Indra was like looking between that group down there and looking at Crumb like with the expression that's like, what kind of crack are you smoking? What going upstairs? Just wait a second.
So Amos figured out that she's going to make her debut at around 9. So that gives us time to figure out where the dungeon is.
Why don't we just ask her? She's been a guest at the house for several bits.
Because she may not be available right now because she's trying on gowns.
Well, she might not be available to you, but the helpful guiding hand of another woman might come in handy for somebody who's trying to make a good impression with the dressing and the loveliness.
I'll be in my bunk.
You want to try and find the dungeon blind? Go right ahead.
You're finding the dungeon blind.
But right now we have free reign to walk around it peacefully.
All right. How about if we're going to do the womanly assistance?
I'm telling you, we got to go upstairs, Indra.
Have Indra and Aravan go upstairs, and the three of us look around.
Okay, Crumb can guard them.
Yes, I'm a unit guard.
Why do you want to go upstairs so much?
That can be arranged.
I mean, I'm a witch. I could probably hex your nuts or something.
Misfortune taken to its ultimate definition. I swear, baby. It only happens 50% of the chance.
I gotta roll twice.
Indra, Aravan, we need to go upstairs.
Why are you so adamant on going upstairs, Crumb?
There's some hot ass girls and dudes up there.
Really?
Can I do like a spellcraft on him or something to see if he's like under any sort of compulsion or whatever? Spellcraft?
Yeah.
Can I sense motive?
Yeah, give me a sense motive.
And Indra is just sighs and shakes her head because thus far, Crumb's definition of attractive pieces of tail have been night hags. So she's convinced upstairs
and a knoll. And a knoll.
Like, she's convinced upstairs is like some wrinkly 90-year-old woman with a wart on her nose and a man that's twice as old.
It's your class of people.
With Aravan's spellcraft and Victor's sense motive, you can tell that he is not under any enchantment. That's just fucking Crumb.
Well, she will be. She will be.
Aravan just kind of looks at him, kind of quietly steeples her fingers in front of her face, and just goes,
F this. You guys, no, ain't happening. I'm going.
That boy's about to burst.
Okay, he goes back up the stairs, and you see the gentleman standing there. He's like, oh, she went that way, and points the room to the south. You know, to the bath.
Oh, okay.
Which way did he go?
He went up the stairs.
I guess Crumb is dictating where we go.
Now you go where you want. I'm not playing this game no more.
All right.
Casual, sip my wine. Casual, wander. Casual.
Wait, do you actually sip the wine?
I casually pretend to sip the wine.
All right. On a scale of, I don't know, the the insane asylum to the crazy thing with the idol in the dream world. How bad do you think Crumb's going to cause us to get into trouble?
Better than a green lion attacking us.
I think he's about to raise the bar.
All right.
Literally.
Yes, I am. I'm about ready to raise that bar.
Shush, you're not hearing this conversation.
Oh, okay.
Well, so Crumb, you're standing outside the door. You know, you gonna go in?
Also,
Are we gonna roll initiative? Like, so we take like 6-second intervals here because we really need to catch up.
Hey, we only need one
out of
interval. Then
character.
we only need one interval. If you know what I'm saying. 1 6-second interval.
Okay.
Really, that's how long it
Okay.
takes. Okay, buddy.
Homeboy's got the itch, and he is off to the races.
Okay, everybody roll initiative.
so he's got rapid shot, huh?
Oh God. Multi-shot.
Not even rapid shot. That goes twice.
Oh God, I'm gonna
Okay,
die.
so I got a 12.
This is not fair. This is not fair.
This is of your own doing.
Get it?
Okay, Indra, what do you do?
I am just gonna very casually kind of like waft up the stairs, like, no, this is no big deal. I'm just exploring this beautiful house.
Is that Alder
looking
and
for anything
Foxglove?
new."
That's the picture I used. There's only so many nobles from Pathfinder.
I was
to
like,
use.
where is that from? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's Alder and Foxglove.
At least she didn't use the other version
Yeah.
yet.
Wait. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm assuming the other version is totally Crumb's type of woman.
The Skin
Yes.
Saw Man.
You
He's
know
a ghoul serial killer.
I don't see where the upstairs is, so I can't.
It's in the
Did I
middle
go
of the
the
room.
wrong way?
It's in the middle of the room up those little stairs, the little podium looking thing.
Where Aravan is.
Ervin, you're not moving.
Yes, I'm
And you see a gentleman at the top of the stairs, like, oh, more friends. Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Okay. Do we want to follow them or do we want to look for the fucking dungeons?
I want to look for the dungeons, but I don't want to be away from the rest of the people who might be inclined to be squishy or are squishy.
Crumb, you see in the bathroom, the woman who you saw earlier, her clothing is sort of strewn in a trail leading to the bathtub, where she is sitting in the bathtub, covered in bubbles.
I think I'm gonna die.
And she sees you and smiles and says, "Oh, good, you came back. Care to join me?"
I said I would. Have you ever seen the? You know Shellin, right? Hi.
He is trying to sleep with an NPC as his real life kid's like, hey, daddy.
Yeah, my baby. She's trying to brush my beard right now.
He's like, have you ever seen a grown orc naked? Do you want to see my glaive?
Let me show you.
It's guided.
Okay, whose turn is it?
Let me channel this positive energy.
Okay, it is Crumb's turn. Crumb, she's making a come hither gesture and smiling at you naked from a bathtub. What do you do?
This is not fair. I'm gonna bust out my holy text and start walking over there.
Holy text, is that what you call it?
On the plus side, he has a lot of armor he has to strip off, so,
No,
you know.
I keep it on. You know, it's just a breastplate, so I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna preach to her the good word of Shellin.
All the dirty parts of your holy text.
So
I'm sure he's got his
Let me show you this passage over here.
enchanted, stylized codpiece with the breakaway action.
Aravan.
Jesus Christ.
This party just got a whole lot better.
Hey,
Christ.
Ask about the daughter. Ask about the daughter.
It is not his turn, it is Aravan's turn.
Are Victor and Amos within range of the message cantrip?
Yeah.
It's hundreds of feet, I think, dude.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. Send the message, say, hey, Crumb's about to get us into some trouble, probably. We're probably gonna have to save his ass. Would be appreciated. Some help.
Victor hears it and he's like, huh.
Okay.
Amos, what are you gonna do?
Amos looks at Victor, raises his mask, and with the obvious "I can't even" face, he goes, after hearing the message, "This is my utter surprised face." Pulls the mask back down and starts heading up the stairs.
And of course, when Erevan delivers his message, she sounds like she's just fucking 1000% done with his shit.
In my defense, it's like
You're-
it's like
you wanna throw me
Beyonce,
upstairs?
just went over.
In your defense, you are flat-footed, sir. You have no defense.
In my defense, it was like Beyonce was beckoning me upstairs.
I'd have passed on that shit.
You and nobody else.
Crazy vampire Beyonce, maybe.
What's wrong with crazy Beyonce vampire? Okay, that'd be a good movie.
The Beyonce part?
Oh, blood-sucking vampire bird?
Hell yeah,
No, that part's fine.
she sucks.
Not to give him any more fuel for this fire, but technically we are in a place where he's gonna be the call of the debauchery is gonna be even stronger.
Oh my
Yes,
god,
we
that's
know.
true. Shit, I'm fucked.
Now, if it was like Eva Mendes,
Yeah, Beyonce
Is
or
it-
your regional equivalent.
Is it bad that I'm having to look up these people to figure out what they look like?
oh, Rosario Dawson.
Okay, we can do that.
Kieran even knows
like-
that's like one of. I'm like, okay.
No, I can totally agree
Like,
with the
if
Rosario.
my wife
Dawson.
wanted to leave me for Justin Timberlake, I'd understand.
Yeah.
I didn't know your wife was gay.
I'm not assuming her gender or her sexuality.
Or anything that sounds like-
I look to.
She has low standards, apparently.
It's my. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
I look to the gentleman in front of us. The smile, just casual, like, my friend. He came up here in a bit of. She's pretty.
You can't blame
My
me,
friend
bro.
came up here in a little bit of a state. Do you know the direction he went?
He smiles and he says, "Oh, why rush off, darling? We could have fun instead."
Oh, we could, but I just want to tell him where I'm going so that he doesn't get concerned. I don't want him to have to stop what he's doing just to come check on me. You know how men can be sometimes. They get so concerned about the little things.
Yeah, the little things like a woman's safety. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. Crumb. The woman leans forward in the bathtub. The bubbles come off. You can see her in all her completely naked and glorious glory.
And she's a vampire.
No,
She
she's
is-
not a vampire.
She's
an ooze.
succubus.
No.
She's a
but-
bad thing that's gonna kill me.
Oh, yeah, she is that. Her body just does a shocking transformation suddenly as claws come out of her hands and stab at your flat-footed ass.
Ooh, I like that.
This is what she looks like now.
He's like, that's
Real
weird.
butterface.
Ooh.
What
Turn-
face?
Turn the lights off. Just turn the lights back off.
Can I do a free action and scream like a little girl at the top of my lungs?
Yeah, sure.
Can I hear the little scream like a little girl?
Yes.
Okay, so I know which way it was because I don't actually know up here.
It's not
What's-
fair.
And actually, I look, dude, you could track him inside this house with your
It's not
numbers
fair,
pretty easily.
Shaylin, it's not fair.
Don't ask me how, but
Indra gives the dude the look like, really, bro? And you could track him. In theory, he might be dropping little bits of dirt from the treads of his shoes.
It's farmer
It's
bro.
pheromones.
It's farmer bro.
I can smell the pre-com in his shorts.
It's like the dude equivalent of a snail trail.
oh god, dude,
That's a bit
don't
much.
make it a fucking brain bleach for that.
Like some crumb juice. That's horrible.
He's gonna crumb. He's gonna crumb. It's his crumb face.
Oh.
And I'm done.
Well, it looks like it's her turn.
Yes, it is her turn, and that's why she's attacking. She gets a +7 to all these attacks for her smite good.
That sucks.
Yeah, damn right it does.
Well, at least my flat footy is like 32, so. And she gets me.
That ain't gonna help.
That sucks.
At least you didn't confirm on the second one.
Yeah.
The third one's an automatic miss.
How much damage?
You know there's a secondary effect with that bite. There's gotta be.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, there is. Don't worry.
Premature eruption.
So the damage for the first one is, let's see, that's yeah, the smite good damage isn't on there. It's a +7 for her smite good. So the first attack does
Why can't I be
30
neutral? Damn
damage.
it.
You keep up this behavior, you're gonna be.
No, I was
And the
pure in heart, okay?
No, you weren't. That's not your heart. That's your penis.
I was trying to preach to her, okay?
No, you weren't.
I had
The
to
first
work
one,
out.
the first one does 30. The first one does 30 damage. The second one does. Okay, the first one does 38 damage. These.
Yeah, because it's 1.5 or strength, isn't it?
It's.
I think Crumb's gonna go ahead and make a vow of celibacy at this point.
The world would
first one-
implode.
Okay, the first one. I'm trying to make sure I got my math right. That's 16, then plus another 14. That's 30.
38,
second
so
one-
Not 38?
No, the first one is 30. The second one is 16. Now, I'm going to need a I need a fort save.
At least I probably won't die.
He's already got it.
I got that from... Haha, joke's on her, because I got that from the hag.
Okay, and I need another fort save. Okay, you do not take con damage from the blood drain. However, you are paralyzed.
Oh, that's fucked up.
For 3 rounds.
That's bullshit.
So you start to scream like a little girl, and then suddenly you stop.
Like he was silenced. Like millions of voices were then silenced.
Yeah, a million of voices of your sperm being silenced.
It's not fair. It's just not fair.
Ben, how did my father die? He was really terrible playing the floor as lava.
Yeah.
Technically, he made it. He just got too close.
Yeah.
So Crumb, it's your turn.
Oh, wait, you're paralyzed.
Erevan,
No, I'm gonna do an action. I'm gonna quietly and silently to myself apologize to me.
Erevan,
Yeah, but
This is the part where I get coup de grace.
You're getting there.
Is Douchey McTight Pants here getting involved in the fight?
Yeah. 'cause
When Erevan just walks right by like that,
I think we should actually have like real initiative order for combat since we were all standing in a group.
you're in initiative order. You've been in initiative order.
Well, in
So-
that case, he hasn't gone yet.
Well, then neither is Erevan. He's been talking to you guys. He's gone as much as you have.
Should I move back to where I was when I started?
No, when you start moving, he takes a swing at.
Okay.
And see, that's what I said. He wasn't using the alternate form yet. Because now he's the skin saw man.
He takes one swing at you.
That is a hit.
Wow. He's got a plus 26 too?
Yeah.
I didn't think Aravan was good.
Oh, that's the 26 isn't included in their attacks. Because these fellas got class levels.
You know what? Fuck this guy. Okay. Can I do like what knowledge check would it be to identify whatever he is?
I already tried that. It didn't work.
That's because they have special abilities that completely fooled your thing while they were in their alternate forms. In this form, though, a knowledge religion check would be great.
I just want to say, this is why I always support the just storm the fucking castle method.
Yeah, we're just doing that right now.
Your storm is something else.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna die.
You were to storm her panties, and now we gotta save you.
Well, I saved you enough times. Jeez.
The thing is, he'd still fuck her. So maybe she'll be game for that and not kill you.
I'm trying to be a better person, okay?
Try harder.
Right. That was his whole problem. He tried too hard.
I tried and failed, okay? It's not my fault. Flesh is
Your
weak.
goddess is face palming.
You don't know what this is.
In that case, I'm just gonna try and hit him with misfortune.
Okay.
And that's boosted by the corset.
He saves. Oh, is the 25 with the boost?
No, it's 26.
26.
He still saves.
Son bitch.
On the nose. Amos.
Fuck this guy. I charge. I guess I could charge upstairs because I can fly.
Actually, it's a +2 to the caster level with that hex.
It's +2 to the caster level. Remember, the DC is
DC,
half your...
Right.
So it's only a +1 modifier. Also, you still have your movement. That he took his thing. You could have moved. You've already provoked his attack. So if you were going to continue moving, Aravan, you can do that before I charge.
Yeah, I think I will. There.
Yep.
Sorry, I gotta just redo my numbers here.
By the way, which way did Crumb go according to Victor's perception or survival check?
He went to the south. You could hear him scream for a second before it stopped.
So over there.
No, where Erevan is.
Can I
Okay.
actually, according to the map, I have line of sight on her. Is that actually for realsies?
I think the door's closed.
No, the door's open.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Crumb
Yeah,
didn't say
Crumb-
he closed it.
Crumb just burst through and said, "Here I am!"
Present.
Okay, does
Arms.
a 46 hit this dude?
Yes.
Dub,
Then-
here comes Crumb.
40 points of damage.
Oh man.
This guy is going to attack back at Amos.
The fates are not kind to me.
Oh, you
Amos
did this
just
to
does the
yourself,
slow head shake.
At least it's at least it's kind of, at least it's amusing.
Victor?
Victor, sensing no immediate pressing matter here, is pretty sure that the whelp he just heard is more pressing.
Yeah, I'll take care of this
I
guy.
was trying
So
to press my whelp. Yes.
He will begin to move. He'll begin to move.
I don't know if he has
15.
if he has combat reflexes or anything though.
Neither do I, so I'm just moving. Does he take an attack of opportunity?
Nope.
All right, so Victor will shoot the skull face down there after studying her. And did Indra begin to dance or no?
She hasn't gone yet.
Okay.
She was talking her first round.
So one shot. Total miss.
You were distracted by the bubbles.
No, I was distracted just by how much his head hurts. He's got so many voices in it right now.
Naked Crumb was kind of a
Hey,
distraction.
I
It's
wasn't
like,
naked. I
"Ah!"
was just going, man. I was just going.
Okay, fine. We were
Indra.
distracted by the
The
puppets.
arrow hits Crumb. And
Right in the ass.
And Victor is plenty satisfied.
The flesh wound.
Okay, Indra is going to move here so she's a little further away. And to begin to dance and cast haste. Oh, and then I'm gonna roll to see what the fuck these dudes are.
Religion.
With a 27. That's exactly what you need. This is something called a Sayana. They're often occasionally called weeping vampires for their ability to cry tears of blood. They are powerful and intelligent undead creatures that hunt mortals to steal from them what they envy most, the ability to exist within living flesh. While they aren't true vampires, the similarity between these two creatures creates substantial confusion to those unfamiliar with them. While Sayonas and vampires sustain themselves off mortal blood, Sayonas don't consume the blood, rather they absorb it through their skin, using it to transform their twisted forms back into some semblance of the beauty they had, or believed they had, in life.
So if you had gotten some body-to-body contact, dude, she'd have been sucking blood through your penis.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Okay, so they are undead and they have undead traits then?
Yes, they do.
Does anybody else have anything they want to ask?
How many questions do we got?
One.
Defenses. Special defenses and defenses. That's the main thing, so we know what to overcome.
They have channel resistance, and they're resistant to cold.
They have no DR or anything.
No DR.
Light them up!
Quiet!
I'm just curious, out of character. Why gold?
They say cold.
It's gold.
Oh, cold. Okay.
Yeah, they're resistant to cold.
I thought you said gold. Like, what the
Remember.
fuck does gold have to do with that?
They're just not materialistic, I guess.
They're not material girls.
They're not undead. They're democratic undead. There's a difference.
All right, Crumb. The lady is going to wrap herself around you and attack.
It's not fair.
You know, and in the later tellings of this tale, he's going to still count this as getting laid.
No.
He's totally gonna spin this story. She was all over me, man. She was
He's not
sucking me
wrong.
dry.
He's not wrong.
24.
Yeah.
30.
And remember, there's a +7 to all that damage, and 28 plus 7 is
35.
35. Is a 35 hit?
When you're helpless, his AC is like a 28 because it takes.
I have a flat-footed AC of 32.
Yeah. So all of those hit. So 21 damage, 17 damage, and 19 damage.
All right. So wait. How much? Start again.
21 damage, 17 damage, and 19 damage.
Oh, I'm alive still. Help!
Also, you take 2 points of bleed damage because you're bleeding out, and that blood is going right into her body. She's just sucking it in, and you lose 1 point of constitution from the blood being sucked into her body.
It's like drinking you like a Slurpee.
It's just not fair. Always con damage.
Only no brain freeze.
Yeah,
Crumb,
now,
come on, you had to think. All this trying to hit on people eventually was going to come back and bite you in the ass. Literally.
It's never been effective.
And
but it
yet-
So you
hasn't killed you
tried.
yet.
So you
Let's
weren't
be a lesson to
slightly
you.
suspicious that the one time it did work in a house full of vampires, this wasn't going to go wrong?
Hey, I just
yeah,
thought that maybe my
Nietzsche's
cards
quote
were
was
gonna work.
not whatever doesn't kill you makes you hornier.
I just, you gotta
I don't
try.
think that's what the quote was.
Yeah, well, at least Aravan has her healing hex, so you hopefully won't die right away.
Trying here.
Okay. Crumb, you're paralyzed. Aravan.
All right. The excuse me. Made the major healing hex on Crumb.
And that does stop his bleeding, doesn't it?
It does.
As far as I know, it does because it acts like cure serious wounds.
Critical.
Any healing does.
It ain't much, but there you go.
Hey, what's that spell? The escape spell again? The
Bard's
instant one.
Escape?
No, the
Liberating command.
that one.
Freedom of movement. That'll do it.
But he can't move because he's paralyzed.
Freedom of movement would get him out.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Liberating command would not.
Yeah, I was just checking. It says to see if it had paralyzed in there, but it doesn't. Because it specifically says it has no effect if you're under hold person or paralyzed.
And I guess that's my turn.
Okay.
And the harpsichord playing in the background is a nice touch.
Amos.
Brings me back to Burning Crusade.
Totally does.
The only raid I ever played in that expansion.
Amos is going to 5-foot step to interpose himself between me and Mr. Fucking Fangface, and then I'm going to teach him the error of his ways, hopefully.
Quietly.
Does a 43 hit?
Yep.
Okay, so then my crit confirmed, and everything else hit.
He is still up. He's not looking good. He is looking rough, but he is up. He steps back. And he turns into a big old cloud of mist.
Oh, you silly fuck. That doesn't protect you. It only gives you DR magic.
And he is trying to seep under the door on the other side.
That provokes.
Yeah, he's not escaping. That's okay.
Victor.
Victor, feeling the pressing issues down south, will shoot at what's her name? Here's the haste attack. Can I crit her?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll this attack again. So there's a 33 confirmed.
Yes.
So I'll take the crit damage 40. I'm guessing a 28 does not hit.
It does on the nose.
So that's 173 damage before sonic damage.
How much was that total?
With sonic damage, 193.
So how much sonic damage was it? 20?
20.
Okay. Indra.
I reach kitty corner and I put my hand on Almost and I give him greater heroism.
Help!
Shut up!
It's okay. He doesn't actually call for help. He's paralyzed.
While she is lovingly embracing Crumb, she looks at Victor. Victor, give me a will save.
This is a mind affecting effect,
It is.
and I get +2. Won't help.
Wow.
Would you like to re-roll that save? You can.
I can.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll re-roll it.
Don't want to die. I don't want you to die.
I have a funny feeling that ain't gonna be enough
Okay,
either.
so
Actually, let's see what it says here. Dominate person, DC 22.
all right, so I just make it. However, even with that, Victor is beginning to noticeably twitch awkwardly. Okay, doke.
Well, plus you also get a +1 against charm and fear effects.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, we also have a -4 against charm.
This isn't a charm, it's a dominate. And it's not an emotion descriptor. Yeah, it's not part of the charm subschool, and it doesn't have the emotion descriptor. So you don't take a minus on a dominate person. Okay. Crumb, actually, you are no longer paralyzed. After this round. So you are no longer paralyzed as of now. Your turn is over.
Okay.
Erevan.
I'm gonna go get some more water, BRB.
Okay. I am going to hit dude up top here with a retribution axe.
No, don't
No?
do that. He's fucking missed.
Okay. No then.
Usually when something turns into mist, it's an oh shit, I'm leaving.
Okay. I was under the impression. Okay, I misunderstood you. I'm sorry. Okay. Fuck. So these are undead, correct? Immune to mind-altering effects.
Yes.
Yes.
They are.
You know what? I'm just gonna light this bitch. Well, would a fire blast hit Crumb?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the description on the spell?
Let me find it here. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I am going to hit this chick with something new.
Could always throw a card at her with a shocking grasp.
Got a feeling I'm going to need something with a little more oomph than that.
If you use your rod with the empower, or what do you call it, intensify, that'd be 10d6.
Yeah. Okay, let's give that a whirl.
Why? What else were you gonna do instead?
I was going to try and hit her with a harm spell.
Isn't that negative energy?
It is, which is one of the reasons I decided to change my mind.
Good idea, because that would have worked like a heal spell on her.
Yes. As I was reading the what's it. Okay, shocking grasp. Where the fuck is it?
You got to make your to hit roll with the card, which is
I'm just trying to find the button because I reorganized all my buttons and I can't remember where the fucking. Wait, hold on.
Is that with the intensified?
No, I don't have that figured into the thing. So that'd be another 5d6.
5d6.
Nice.
Okay. Amos.
All right. You know, so 5-foot step, swing at the mist.
The mist, you hear almost a scream from the mist as the mist dissipates.
And this ought to be fun. Hang on. I'm going to have to manually do this because then I'm going to throw my fucking sword across the room at the chick.
Javelin.
I don't think you can throw a scimitar like a javelin. It's more like if you've ever thrown a hatchet, just
Like a
kind of flipping
tomahawk.
through the flip, 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 flip.
I'm
Yeah,
back.
okay.
Welcome back.
It
If you
will
throw it
be
correctly, it's more like a flip, flip, flip.
Oh, foom, foom.
plus 15 plus 2 plus the weapon. I got to figure out my pluses here on this one. Okay, this should be the proper roll, I think.
Crumb is gonna.
Oh wait, plus Sala's.
Crumb is gonna go ahead.
How
and
much is major
seriously-
heroism?
Let me toss it up there for you.
Does a 36 hitter?
Yes, it does.
Oh, I didn't pull the damage on my.
+4, yeah.
Crumb is gonna go ahead and seriously contemplate life and, really what's important.
And determine that it's sex.
And then not change his
Apparently.
mind.
Okay, just gotta see how much my. Okay. We'll need 10 plus 25 then. And it does 32 damage.
She had 22 health. So with a screech, she collapses and slides back into the bathtub.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Crumb's just
Apologizing to her, to us.
to you guys. I'm just gonna crumple down and start crying to you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm weak.
I've got a problem, man.
I just go get my sword, shake my head.
I'm so sorry. Thank you guys.
I will get my arrows and just walk out of the room.
I'm gonna heal.
Indra will be like, okay, scoop up
Yeah.
her body and put it in the bathtub under the water.
Well, actually, let's use the little detect magic, search the two bodies, see
Yes,
what's
at least we got
what
some
there is
loot,
of
maybe.
value.
Jeez.
On the bodies, I won't make you roll because your thing is crazy high. You find 2 tentacle cloaks, 2 amulets of mighty fists +2,
They were going to use that on Crumb.
Hey.
Yeah, baby.
2 rings of mind shielding, 2 sleeves of many garments, and 2 matching gold and emerald rings worth 2,300 gold each.
What was the value on the rings each again?
2,300.
So, Indra's like, grab the guy. Okay, drag him into the bathroom.
Okay, I'll take care of it. It's my fault.
I don't actually. I think he was mist formed, so when he got cut in half, like his body'd probably just be dust, and his stuff would be just kind of laying here. So we could just scoop up his clothes and toss them in the fucking bathroom.
Toss her in there,
Well,
and
we-
then I'm going to cast everybody out of the bathroom. Come on, everybody out. Crumb, get out there. Then I'm going to cast Mage Hand and lock the door from the inside.
Can we just have our resident lockpick unpick the lock?
I'm trying to hide the evidence of your lustful intentions. Why do you need to get back in there?
I don't.
No, he's just saying,
Okay.
rather than have you cast a spell, I can just lock the door.
The thing you could do that, or you could actually sabotage the lock. But if she just locks it from the inside, there's no reason for anyone to notice that there's any malfeasance until they actually go in there.
Reading the description of the room, the north doors have no lock, but may be bolted from within.
Well, there you go. There's another reason.
All right, Mage
There,
Hand.
they've
There
been
you go.
bolted.
Michael
And plus,
Bolton.
Mage Hand's a cantrip.
You have to see what you're doing?
No.
Oh.
Because she casts the spell here and then just lets it feel around until she feels it.
That's what I was trying to do, man.
We noticed.
Just don't talk, Crumb. Just don't talk.
I will shoot you next time.
Sorry, Amos. And
Irvin just
Okay.
kind of gives him like the disappointed mother look.
Gives Crumb the once over, cover your shame, and just make sure everybody looks like we're just, oh, what's going on? Nothing. Oh, we were just,
Well, no one's up here, so.
right. And then I suggest we start trying doors and see if we can't find the daughter.
yes, indeed.
Well, what's in this room that apparently the doors are open because we could see in? With all the couches and shit.
And the little hookah lounge in the center.
It's the sexy pillow fort.
Yeah, it looks like the pillow fuck room or something.
The private parlor. Carpets line the floor of this octagonal room, including a 10-foot square and 3-foot center area filled with silk and satin-covered pillows. 4 well-stuffed sofas sit against the corner walls and face the center of the room. To the east and west are 2 black iron cages, each large enough to house a human being, suspended a few feet off the floor by a heavy chain. Against the north wall is a wooden wardrobe.
It's a stripper room.
Hang on. I open the wardrobe to see what kind of crazy sex toys and torture implements they have.
The wardrobe to the north contains a small variety of risque costumes and other intimate items. So imagine the sex toys in there, because that's what's in there.
I have a secret room.
Sighs, shakes my head.
Is there a golden dildo worth 200 gold in there?
That'd be
No,
nice.
there is not.
All right, what other rooms we got up here? Let's check this door. Victor, you want to unlock it?
Is it trapped?
No.
Is
This
it locked?
No, this is just a spare bedroom.
Nobody in here?
Nope.
Any traps over here?
Nope.
Door.
Any traps in the door in the room? If the door is open?
Door's open.
Any traps in the room?
Nope.
I see people.
Door.
Trap?
Nope.
Door or hallway?
Now I step
Oh,
in.
sorry. These guys aren't in here.
Yet.
No, I just had them in the wrong room.
Window here, or what is this?
These
those are
stairs.
doors.
These are stairs right here.
Oh, okay, no, there was a white thing there.
Yeah, sorry,
Is
that
this
was
door, are any of these doors trapped?
no. These doors. are
No
just fine.
trap.
Like playing pool in there.
Yes. A billiard table occupies the center of this carpeted room, with cues standing in racks mounted against the nearby walls. Plush, overstuffed chairs sit in the northeast and northwest corners. A sideboard with rows of glasses rest against the west wall. And there are 2 guests here playing pool. You walk in and they're like, hello, care to play?
No, we're looking for the lady Delaria?
Demaria.
Demaria, sorry.
Like, oh, I believe she's on the 3rd floor. Lord Averick offered her any dress she fancied from the collection belonging to one of his paramours. You know, something a tad less prim and proffer.
Yeah, great, thanks.
She sticks her head in. Thank you.
I think these are the third level stairs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's group up.
Get to the chopper.
The chopper.
You got to the chopper, and she almost finished you.
Call him with a heat seeker. He's sophisticated for a bunch of mountain boys.
She was fired.
This hallway runs east to west and divides the top floor of the manor. 2 doors lead to the south, while another corridor branches to the north.
And there's 2 chicks with swords in the way.
Hey.
Yep.
Damn it. No. No.
I'm gonna, you know what? Next time we are in a city that has merchants, I'm going to get a squirt bottle and get you every time you start in like this.
Does Indra want to talk to the guards to try and convince her to let the, ladies have lady time?
Yes, yes, I do.
I need to help him have lady time too.
Shut up.
Victor will
No!
elbow Crumb in the groin.
It's okay. It's the most action it's seen all game.
And wipe his elbow off.
So, yeah, Indra approaches the pair and is like, hello.
One hold to the hand, saying sorry. This is Lord Alverick's personal quarters, off limits to the guests. I'm sure you'll be more comfortable downstairs with the rest of the party.
Oh, of course. We're just looking for his guest, the lady Damara. We're friends of her father, and he sent us with a message, and he wanted us to pass it on while we were here, and I kind of wanted to do it before I, had a little too much to drink, and it just flew out of my head.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Can I assist?
I don't think that'll be necessary.
I still assist.
The guards, they're like, oh, well, if you're just here to talk to her, please, you understand, just doing our jobs.
Of course, and I completely understand this shouldn't take very long. Thank you very much.
Does Victor get the impression that the rest of us can pass by, or only?
Oh, the guards move back against the wall so you can pass by, and one of them points to the hallway that's kind of to the north there. To there, they're like, room on the left.
Thank you so much, ma'ams.
And in the room to the left, running along the west side of this room is a freestanding clothes rack lined with dresses and gowns, with an assortment of shoes underneath. The pale light of the moon streams through the window just behind it. A dressing table and a vanity sit along the north wall, opposite a pair of dress forms. The room's only exit is in the southeast corner.
I'm noticing a lack of person.
Oh, she's in there. I just don't have an image for her.
I enter the room and I'm like, tomorrow?
She looks up and she says yes. She's holding 2 gowns against herself, trying to decide which one to put on.
We have been sent by your father.
My father? Why would my father send you?
There has been a change of plans. Number one, the man you were sent here with not only to find a better place for you given your new state, but there was a man sent with you also to reside in the dungeon here. Do you know where that is?
Dungeon? No, of course not. I've been here as Lord Alverick's guest.
Oh,
It's to be my entrance into society, my coming out, if you will.
Yeah, about that. So you don't know where what's his name? Aldrich?
Eric.
Eric Zan is being held?
Eric Zan is being held here? That charming bard?
Your father sent him here to be held in the dungeon.
Why would he do that?
Because he screwed up whatever he did to you.
Yeah.
Did
Your
to
father
me?
wasn't very pleased with your new state of being.
Victor will make the motion. She doesn't know.
Yes, we're aware of that, Victor. We're also pressed for time.
Victor will shrug and walk out.
Should we tell her the truth?
No.
I am just implying that she's different, and that could be that she's a young lady now, not a girl.
I'm not. You're in danger.
Oh. Come with me if you want to live.
And your father said to tell you about a clockwork armadillo.
My father really did send you.
Yes. Now, we've been tasked to help you return to his house before, the big kickoff of the evening. But we also need to find the Eric Zan. I keep on forgetting his name. We also need to find him. Do you know of any cells or holding areas? Is there a wine cellar, perhaps, or a root cellar that you've seen servants go down into that could hold a person?
There is a wine storage room. And
Is that-
it is kept locked.
I look to my compadres with a shrug, eh?
About what time is it?
Right now, it is about, I'd say, 8:30-ish.
Okay, so we've got plenty of time before the blood moon.
But we only have about a half hour before people are going to start looking.
So you want to escort her out and then come back for him?
Somehow, I don't think that's going to go over too well.
Okay, we need to get you dressed. We don't want to raise any suspicions. But you need to be able to move, so flipping through the gowns. I'm trying to find something that's got some freedom of movement while still being fancy, and she looks like she belongs here and all that shit.
So, performance check.
I have a question. Is she going to come with us willingly and quietly?
Well, yeah, if my father sent you to bring me home, I don't want to upset him. He's getting old, and I worry about his constitution.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
He's very worried about you.
Plus, Indra won't say this out loud, but I do have, no, I just can make her deaf. I can't make her mute. Damn it!
Yeah, it says that you need a diplomacy check to convince her to return home. Just for propriety's sake, Sella, give me a diplomacy check.
Just don't roll a 1.
You can't automatically fail on a skill check, so since the DC is a 30, you succeed.
Even if I rolled a 1, it would still roll to be a 20 or a 31.
34.
Oh, yeah, 30.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, just for propriety's sake, give me the roll. It's like, well, can I at least stay for a little of the party?
No.
We'll see. It would definitely help matters if you accompanied us, and you can show us around the house a little bit. I'm trying to coax her. I'm trying to okay, I don't want to start trouble. I don't want a screaming match.
Okay, look. Just for once, we need a fucking plan before we do something. So, if we're going to just, take her out of here, cool. How are we going to do it? We start walking around with her anywhere in the building, it's going to raise suspicion. Are you going to stay up here with her and send us down to try and find the guy in the dungeons, give us directions? Okay, because dragging her around, going to raise suspicion. Are we just going to go out the window and take her home and then still have to deal with the guy in the dungeon? You know, I mean, we know that what's going to happen once the stroke of midnight happens. So we're ready at the party. Are we going to let her play her role until, just before that point and then try and rush her out of here?
Yeah, because we have half an hour before she goes to reveal herself.
And that's at 9 o'clock,
Yeah.
but the actual blood moon's not supposed to be till midnight.
So she knows why we're here. She knows that we need to take her back to her father before 11 o'clock.
Okay. Then do we just let her, continue on as if nothing's wrong, and then we hope that we can snatch her up on the way out?
I'm sure we could snatch her up. It's just going to be a matter of how much bloodshed's involved, which I think is pretty safe to say is going to happen. But we need to decide. We have another objective here that must be met.
I think this is a pretty important one too, though.
Yeah, but it's basically once we start trying to escort her out, the fuse is lit, which
Yeah,
means
I
that
hear you.
us trying to find this other guy is going to be while we're on the clock.
I get you.
So I think it would be better for simplicity's sake if we give it an hour or so to look around for this wine cellar and possibly get into it, because I'm pretty sure I can get into it.
Yeah, I tried to get
It's
into
also
it, too.
something where we have people who can teleport out with a prisoner
It's true.
so that we don't have to, schlep a prisoner out of here. But it's if we try and do it where we're going to bring, the girl around, that's going to raise suspicion.
I looked to the girl. Okay, I need some info from you. Number one, where's this wine cellar?
I have a quick mechanics question.
Mhm.
Can I use teleport spell to go into the demiplane?
It does not allow planar travel. So
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
You can go to wherever you have the entrance to the demiplane.
Okay. Just wanted to do that because I had an idea, but it wasn't going to work. So, okay, thanks.
So this wine cellar, do you know where it is?
Oh, yeah, you go down the stairs, and it's the when you go down, you take a left on the stairs, and it's the room right there.
On the second floor or the first floor?
First floor. On the first floor, and it's right there in front of the stairs. Or you could go through the kitchen, but like I said, it's locked.
Okay. Number two. Do you know any, let's say, favorite wine that is served here that probably isn't going to get pulled out for this party? Do you have a favorite alcohol?
No, I've never actually drank before.
Oh Lord. Okay.
We'll pick
All
a
right.
good one.
Though they have spoken of the Ruby Artemisia as being a fine wine.
Okay. All right. We're going to need you to continue on as if nothing's wrong. Simply play your part here as a young lady being introduced into society.
Enjoy
And-
yourself.
Yes, but the moment one of us comes for you, be prepared to go.
All right.
Until
All right.
then, it's a party. Be a young lady entering society.
Okay, I say we go downstairs, we approach the wine cellar, we say that she's got nerves and she would like a bottle of a glass of the good stuff. They unlock it, and we see where we go from there. If they don't unlock it, we fall back on what we tend to do: gratuitous violence.
We knock them out. We go inside the wine cellar anyway. Because as far as I'm aware, the only secure room that we've been made aware of is the wine cellar. Unless there's a secret dungeon nobody knows about.
It sounds like the beginnings of a plan.
All right, so we have directions, general direction, assumed
First floor
direction.
by the stairs. Or through the kitchen.
Well, I guess we can head down that way then, right?
And if we really need to, if the wall is thin enough, I can phase through it.
You can what now?
I can turn incorporeal.
Is this a thing now? When did this
What?
happen?
This is new.
Victor motions to his cloak. It lets me turn incorporeal.
Oh,
Sure.
okay. I thought you were turning into a ghost or some shit.
That's
No, nothing that crazy.
He's on to us. Kill the precious.
Okay, you go down the stairs.
Casual. Most
So which way was it motion that the kitchen was? Or the wine cellar? North?
to the left.
Yes.
All right.
Come over to the sideboard. Look at the various nibbles. Pick up a grape. Pop it in my mouth. Wait till I turn
Quick-
around to spit it back out.
Quick question. Are there any kind of decorations on the wall? Like a lot of times in noble households, they'll have weapons or things like that.
Where are the tapestries?
This is a castle. Where are the tapestries? Hey, I got to use that last campaign.
You
But
are Scottish
there
Lord,
any-
and I am Mickey Mouse.
There are gleaming brass candelabras in corners and a crystal chandelier hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, it leaves out a lot of decoration. I mean, that would mean completely bare walls, no paintings, no. All right. Well, so much for that then.
I'm going to assume that there are some paintings on the walls.
Yeah, I didn't want paintings. So it's right. Okay.
Moses.
Sala,
Yes.
do you have a sleight of hand check to spit out a grape without anyone noticing?
Probably not a great one, but let's see. That's decent.
Sleight of mouth.
Don't get started.
I was gonna say, I'm sure she's made a few things disappear there.
Hey.
I'm well trained at the, oh, it's totally in my mouth. Oh, yeah, I swallowed it.
So what you're saying is you've got some skill at some obfuscated spitting.
Yep.
All right, Sala, give me a fortitude save.
Ouch.
Ouch!
Fuck.
Well, you do taste a bit of the grape, and it is delicious.
Mmm. Grapey.
Also, you get a +2 alchemical bonus on saving throws against necromancy spells and effects.
That's different. Though I have to ask, is this poison?
No.
Okay, it's just
You're addicted
Magic.
to something.
Might as well face it. You're addicted to
Great.
crumb.
She got crumb in her mouth.
You should always spit out the crumb.
It's always kind of disappointing.
So mosey.
Real quick, are
Looking-
any of these people here? I see guys with canes and stuff. Are any of them actually like holding a sword or? Like,
No.
Fuck, they make this hard to do anything useful as a fighter besides kill shit.
There are
wanna go
guards
this way?
over by the door who have weapons.
I'll walk over here and be like, "Hey, are they actually holding axes?
Yeah.
Do the whole? Hey, that's a nice looking axe," and I'll grab it and kind of like start pawing at it. Wow,
Flirting with guys.
what is that? Is that like, you know, is that masterwork? That's pretty nice.
And you are definitely attracting the attention of the entire room.
And while they're all looking at them, slide through this door if it's unlocked.
Oh, it is totally locked.
It's locked, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Here's one. I flounce out, since I'm dressed nobly, I'm dressed like many of these ladies, I'm assuming, with some sort of flounciness, skirt-ishness. And I flounce it out a little bit and provide some cover for Victor to pick the lock.
So you are covering Victor. Amos is distracting everybody. Victor picks the lock. Also, Sala, you're standing by, some grapes and the wine smells really good, and you really want to drink some.
Are Erevan and Crumb like following those guys, or are they standing there in the middle of the room?
Sorry, I just was there.
I have no idea. Urban's just kind of hanging, I guess.
Aaron's standing in the middle of the room.
She's not a highly social person. She's just kind of like, all right.
I'm making a distraction so that let me be, I'm making a distraction so everyone can make it through that door.
And as I'm sitting here trying to disguise Victor's lock picking, but I am leaning over the buffet like, ooh, those grapes look good. Ooh, that wine smells tasty.
Indra, it goes right to the hips.
That's what she's using to conceal Victor.
Urban just kind of leans over and just kind of swats Indra's hand. No.
Bad Indra.
I take out one of my fighting fans, but just use it like a ladies' fan and just fan myself.
But yes, Victor unlocks the door.
It's the northern
Indra's
door, right?
stuffing her mouth with grapes like a fucking chipmunk.
Is it the northern door or the eastern door that's locked?
The northern door.
Here we'll step through.
Indra's kind of keeping an eye on everything. Maybe reaches for a grape behind her fan.
Just gonna.
Do I see anything alarming?
Just gonna block the room.
This rectangular room is filled with wooden storage racks that hold an impressive wine collection, and there are exits to the south and east.
Victor will tell Erevan to go get the rare wine that was mentioned before.
Do I need a perception check to see if I find it?
With the perception check that Victor has there, you do notice in the east end of the north wall a secret door that opens up into a 5-foot shaft that descends downward. A ladder bolted to the wall provides an easy climb down.
All right, so I think that's the way to go.
Grab the wine.
Victor will put his hand out for the wine.
You guys are on your own.
All right, so I guess
I
we're
could
going down the
call-
ladder.
I could cause a distraction that would draw the attention away from you, so you could slink over here.
Cause a distraction in the direction that I'd have to go. Go with them. I'll keep the distraction out here.
Okay.
Well, no, I was gonna probably use Mage Hand or Unseen Servant to like make a door seem like it blew open.
That's not a distraction. That's a surprise.
Well, everybody looks at the surprise and then almost can like
Yeah, it
Can
would last,
subtly,
like, half a
in my
second.
full plate armor, clank across the room and in the door.
Clank, 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 clank.
I know, he'd be like, "Whoa, food!" And then he clinks over to the buffet, and then
Accidentally falls into the locked kitchen.
Clumsy me.
I'll wave my hand in front of my face like John Cena.
Da, 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 da.
Because they were going down the ladder looking for traps.
Yes, sir.
Before we get to the next part, how about we call it here for the night?
There's a little, yeah.
You know,
Lord,
I,
it is-
you know, I make the game more interesting.
Really?
You kind of forced our hand on that one.
That's what she said.
No, that's what I said.
Honestly, I was just like looking around. I didn't know the stairs went up. I thought it was like a little like a stage platform, like a dancing thing or something. But then, you know.
No, but when you were really hell bent on going back up again.
Yeah, that was just in character.
Granted, that was Crumb's in character.
It doesn't change the fact.
I mean,
Let's
come
show
on.
a little restraint, man.
Well, if
Now,
Beyonce,
you know what?
Rosario
You-
Dawson comes in.
this is what you know. What this is? This is the dog that has always chased cars, and now you've caught one, and it's gone really, really badly.
I tried to
And
bring
either
Indra.
you're
Jeez.
never gonna learn, and we're gonna have to call you like Lefty, the three-legged dog, or
Lucky.
you're gonna
Lucky.
or you're gonna accept, maybe I shouldn't chase cars anymore, and you'll be a good dog that stays in his yard.
Yeah, I tried to share
Yeah,
with Indra at least.
It actually it's written into the thing here. If successful, they make intimations towards romance, if only for a private kiss in some occupied bedroom for the daring saviors. This becomes an opportunity for them to eviscerate an unfortunate PC.
Yeah, I was.
He came pretty
unfortunate.
close to being eviscerated.
I was pretty close. I think I might reevaluate my life choices.
I did realize because Foms was saying that I was doing the damage wrong, and I was, because on that first crit, I said it didn't confirm. That's because I was looking at the damage, not the 2 hit. The +7 probably would have hit, but at that point the turn order had already moved on, and I wasn't going to go back.
Yeah, Crumb's gonna probably, evaluate his life choices.
Yeah, you legitimately almost died, and we can't res you.
Yeah.
Dear Shaylin, I fucked up again.
I'm so sorry. Here's my atonement spell.
Dear Shaylin, I know I said I wasn't ever going to do this again, but I know that you know what a weak-willed person I am.
And you know that if Beyonce walks into a room, I'm gonna use the Beyonce defense. It's like the version of the Chewbacca defense.
Dear Shaylin, are you single?
I'm sorry about your bro. Would you like to talk about it?
You want
Over
a back rub?
wine. In a hot tub.
Hopefully with no vampire people. Well, I got tomorrow's my first Starfinder AP session.